Yes, guys, how you doing? Welcome back to the Spurs Talk Show. It's game day. It's game day. Tottenham versus PSG at Paris. Team news is out. Team news is definitely out. It's a strange one. It is a strange one. Let's be entirely honest. I don't know what to make of it. We're going to get into that, look at PSGs as well, talk about some formations and some tactics and all that jazz. And a little bit of transfer news, views and clues. We've got an hour to go. I hope everybody is strapped in for what might be, well, it's going to be an interesting game. Interesting game. I'm going to put a couple of polls out. Let me start by putting a poll up. But whilst I'm doing that, guys, what you could do for me, if you don't mind, is to smash the like button for me like you're going to expect there to be a game of football tonight. You know, that's the best way to do it. Hit the subscribe if you haven't already. We're on the march to 40K. The road to 40K. It's been a long one. It's been a fucking long one. I feel like it took me 3 months or something to get from 30K to 38, and it's taken me about 6 months to get to 38.1 or something crazy. It's madness. But listen, that's what it is. It is what it is. Hit the notification bell. Double check you are still subscribed as well, because there are shenanigans. They are afoot. And drop a comment. Keep the comments flowing. Let us know what you make of everything as we watch it. We're going to be watching the game tonight. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. Don't forget, we are over at the Spurs Talk Show. We are trying to, have more channels than a psychic, and so I'll be putting some links out for various things. If you're interested in Sean Butler TV, which is football finance related, get over there. If you're interested in Football Inc., which is Johnny and my bad boy for all football, although we spend a lot of time talking about Tottenham, then jump on that. Spurs 5, if you haven't already. That's mine, Johnny's, Lubo's, and Stell's. And then obviously the latest addition to the family is the Rabbit Hole Ramblings, where we talk 3.5 hours we spent last night. 3.5 hours, guys, talking about, it was supposed to be about Hollywood and like celebrities and how they some of them look weird and what's going on and all that weirdness over there, but ended up getting back into flat Earth. Spent a long time talking flat Earth again. I don't even like flat Earth. I'm not even into it, but it seems to be the topic of conversation a little bit too frequently. We're putting a pause on that. Anyway, guys, let's find out, shall we, who's in the house, and then we'll get the team news up. Let's find out who's in the house and say hello to some people. We have Russell Coit in the house. Frank's lineup leaves a lot to be desired. God help us. We'll show you that in a second, guys. We've got Scott Amos. Big up to you. Evening all. What the fuck is Frank up to? Made no sense to me, says member of the channel, Adam. Big up to you, my man. Wonder what Mr. Butler will think. I'll tell you in just a moment. Just saw him on the Irish Live. They have no clue. Oh, there you go. You've already said it. The lineup is either 3-5-2 with Gray at centre back or 4-4-2 diamond. Weird. Yeah, it could be 4-2-2-2. Could be a 4-4-2 diamond. It could be a back three with Jed Spence at right wing back and Archie Gray as at the right side. In fact, I haven't got it up on the screen. Let's bring it up on the screen, shall we? First and foremost, and then we can talk about it a little bit more. Obviously, here we go. Let me know your thoughts, guys. We show this bad boy. Let's have a look. See. So the team is as follows. It is Vicario in goal. Here we go, doing this thing again, aren't they? They're doing this bloody thing again, making it difficult. It's Romero and Micky van der Ven at least at centre-back. And then we think Pedro Porro at right-back, Jed Spence at left-back. You know what? Forget what I said about Spence playing right-sided centre-back. There's nobody there. You might have an outside chance of Archie Gray, but here's the weird bit. We've got a lot of central midfielders. We've got Archie Gray, we have Sarr, Bentancur, and Berghvall all in the team. Micky van der Ven, Colin Mwani and Richalison up top. So I would imagine that it is possibly a diamond. It possibly is a diamond with Bentancur playing in the 6, and then Romero and Berghvall and Gray in the 8, and then Sarr maybe in the 10. If it is a 10, I think basically with isn't this what we tried to do the other day when Berghvall got sent off with a concussion? We basically admitted that their midfield is just incredibly strong. and we went with the idea of playing some sort of 4-2-2-2 against Chelsea. And then Berghvall got sent. Berghvall got concussion, didn't he, in the first few minutes? Let's have a look at Paris Saint-Germain. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? Where are they? PSG. Come on now. Oh, you know what? I'm just going to do it the old-fashioned way. Let me do it the old-fashioned way. PSG versus Tottenham. Have they put the teams up? Have they put the teams up? They have, but they haven't showed the strategy. So it is. No, they put the subs bench up. They have put the subs bench up, but they haven't put the lineups up yet. Look at that. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? Good to see you, Nolan. Good to see you. At least play with a bit of pride, 100%. Listen, I'm going to come back to the team in a minute once I get PSG up. At least Lubo will be happy. His son is playing. I want to see him. I want to see a bit of Archie Gray. I don't know where he's going to be playing, though. I genuinely don't know where he's going to be playing. He could be playing at left back. If there was a left wing back, if there was some inclination to play Jed Spence at the right side of a 3. But I don't think so. I think that's just too much, too wacky, too weird. I think we've gone for a 4-1-2-1 or a 4-2-2-2, however you want to think of it. Let me know. Let's catch up with the chat and see what they're saying. Be very interesting. Be very interesting. A big night for Thomas Frank, and obviously a big night for the Tottenham boys. We need to see some effort. Need to see something. I'm looking forward to seeing Pape Sarr playing a slightly more advanced. I think he can press the team very well. Press Paris from the top, and if he can get the ball, bit of a shame that Xavi Simons on the bench once again. He can't be happy. Xavi Simons. He can't be happy. I bet he's really regretting life at Tottenham. Time to employ the Christmas pudding, says Russell. What sets Scott? Yeah. Good to see Carlson. Hopefully we see some fire from Berghvall, Gray and Sarr. We need the players to fight for the badge tonight. My God, bro, he just started Bentancur against PSG and as well as Richalison. This dimwit called Frank isn't serious, says Ab Wairico. Good to see you. Haven't seen you before. Strange is a soft word, Sean. Yeah. You can't swear in the first 12 minutes. You get demonetized. What are we saying? Did you notice Thomas Frank's body language? Oh, look who we've got. Look who's come in. Straight from on location. Oh, Jesus Christ. Hang up. Lubo.
How you doing, Sean?
Good. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can. Yeah, I can hear you, mate. Where are you?
Yeah, we are just sort of on the concourse, just come down the steps from the turnstile. We know it's here tonight, unfortunately. But who would have predicted this team, mate?
Well, look, you got your way, mate, Archie Gray, but we don't know where he's going to play. Where do you think Archie Gray's going to fit?
Right centre back with next to Romero and Micky. Personally, I think he'll play in there.
Okay, and what? And Jed Spence at left wing back, and then Pedro Porro right wing back, yeah?
Yeah, okay. That's how I see it.
Fair enough. How's Paris, mate? How's Paris?
Yeah, we've had a good afternoon walking around. We went to the Louvre. Well, you saw where I went. Notre Dame, Eiffel Tower. Had a quick filler before we came here, and here we are. We're here. We were at. I was up at 5 this morning, catch an early train, and the match is 50 minutes away. So looking forward to it. And let's see how the team do. There were so many players have been utter shite against Chelsea and Arsenal that no fan can actually turn around with this, which is a free hit basically, and turn around and say, "Oh, he's picked the wrong team." He's trying different things out. You can't blame him. So many players didn't show up, Johnny, on Sunday, did they?
I'm all for it.
I know you are. I know you are.
Bring it on, one leg, let's get at them, let's start the midfield. No one's going to be happy, I don't care.
Johnny, I can barely hear you, mate. Are you able to, is your mic on?
Mine?
Yeah, you're a little bit distant. Maybe it's just Lubo, your noise is crazy.
Well, I'm tucked away in a corner here.
That's all right. Let me see if I can get rid of your background noise. Hang on. Went out. Just so I can turn this down a little bit. There we go. Let's see if it works. Oh, lost you. Hang on, that hasn't worked at all. Johnny, can I hear you? Can you speak?
Yeah, you can hear me. Lupo looks like he's about to go to sleep before the game.
It's not warm here, I've got to tell you.
What's the atmosphere in the first? What's the first fan base like, Lupo? Are they happy?
Well, you can hear the fans in the background. A few of them here queuing up their hot dogs are in good voice.
Have you spoken to many of the away travelling fans? Like, what are they thinking about on the front right now?
What do I think? What do they think? I think majority think that he's got to put it round, but he deserves time.
Fair enough.
It has, the form has dropped off a little bit since we came back against Villa, and results haven't been as good as before then. But listen, it was always going to be an up and down half season. He's starting things, from scratch. He's taking on a team. Listen, people turn around and say, "I'm sick of hearing it," but we finished 17th last year, so there's a lot of work to be done. He's still well short of quality players, I think, in 4 positions. Plus, we need definitely 4 to cover Udogie, Micky, Kudus, and Polinia. And so you're looking at a minimum of 8 players to strengthen the squad, which is a lot. The big clubs have all got better players than us. So Frank's having to deal with that. I just hope he starts to play in a little bit more of an aggressive way. I think we've got to get back to the press. We've got to get back to moving the ball quicker up to the forwards. And we see it's interesting. He's playing Richie and Kolo Muani up top together. I figure he'll play. I'm not even sure. If he plays 3-5-2, then he'll have Berghvall, Sarr, and Bentancur as your middle 3 behind the front 2. So we'll see. So it's not
what they've Paris have gone. Johnny, how you doing, Johnny? Great to see you, mate. You okay?
Yeah, no. Listen, I personally, I'm actually interested to see how a mobile midfield of Berghvall, Pape Sarr, and the likes. I think what we'll see is Bentancur sit at the base, right, of the 3 in front and try and progress the ball through. I'm actually interested to see how it works. I think Xavi not starting says a lot, Sean.
Doesn't it? What's going on there, mate? What's going on there? It says
that well, basically, you can blame Thomas Frank, but I think basically it says that he either has an attitude or he's not performing as either Thomas Frank would expect or Xavi Simons himself would expect. He's already said he's not performing anywhere near where he should be. So he's admitted it himself. And Kudus, let's be honest, Kudus' form has gone backwards recently. All I want him to do is beat his man and cross the ball. I think we'll see a lot of subs in the second half. I think there's a tactic to maybe hold out, but they are very, very mobile in the middle of that park.
They've gone for this kid and Jantu, who's he's like a left winger / attacking midfielder. He's 18 years old. So as far as I can figure it out, Kvaratskhelia is going to play as a false 9. Barcola, I'd imagine, is off the right, and Jantu is off the left, I'd imagine. And then they've got that unbelievable midfield 3 of Neves, Vitinha, and Fabian Ruiz.
And then great team. What a great
unbelievable.
team.
That's one of the best midfields in the game for sure.
Yeah.
And then they've got Zaire Emery, who's in for Hakimi, because Hakimi's injured. So he's playing right back. Marquinhos, I think he's in his 500th game tonight for PSG. Pacho and Nuno Mendes. Do you know what? I know it's an unbelievable team, but they've obviously got options off, a lot of options off the bench. But that's I don't know. I think both teams have sort of shuffled things around a little bit here. Maybe not the midfield for PSG, but it's an interesting front 3. Kvich in the false 9.
Yeah, but it's quality everywhere. Look, whatever you want to say, right? It's quality everywhere you look in that team. Everywhere you look, there's quality. Yeah. Let's not like try and dress it up. Listen, there are very negative people, I'm not going to mention names, who are just waiting for it all to implode and all go wrong. They're already slaughtering the manager for the team selection already. There's nothing that can be done. I want to see this play out, Sean. I want to see it play out. We'll get more information from this, seeing Archie Gray and seeing Berghvall in this setup, and we will not see it. Correct, Lubo.
You know, I listen. I'm looking forward to seeing it. I also think he's picked the team also with one eye on Saturday.
Agreed.
Because he knows he's got to get 3 points Saturday. He cannot fail. Fulham are what, bottom 6, I think. He cannot fail to lose. You know, he can't fail to win on. He's got to make sure that he gets 3 points and convincingly. The home form's appalling. This is a free hit, and you know what? After the way those players played on Sunday, I don't think any of them can complain if they're not starting today. Because apart from maybe Polinia and Simmons and Vicario, the rest of them were absolute shite. So,
Lubo, mate, look, just quickly, Lubo, I'm sorry, mate. Like with your background noise, like Johnny can't be heard. The chat is saying they can't hear me or Johnny. Your background noise is. Yeah, I'll put you on mute, mate. Until is that okay? So sorry, Johnny, you wanted to say something there.
There's a lot of people saying that Richalison no way deserves to start today. I've seen the comments in some of our group chats. I think that's very unfair.
100%.
He deserves to start tonight. He was one of the few that actually worked his bollocks off, right? 2 goals in 2 games, whatever you may think of him. 5 goals, 2 assists in the Premier League. There ain't anyone else that's doing that right at the moment.
Johnny, do you think this is a back 3 or do you I think this is a 4-1-2-1-2? What do you think?
Well, he wouldn't give anything away. The girl was going, are you playing 6 at the back? He said, do you expect me to answer? I'm not answering that. Well, why can't you answer me? Because I'm the manager. I'm not giving it away.
Be interesting to see, because I see this as, let me put this up again. I see this as more likely. I'm surprised, very surprised. I think it's an interesting setup. And I agree with you, Lubo. I think he's definitely got one eye on the must-win Fulham game for him. I think he has to win.
Creative though, Sean? Is it? Look, we asked.
I definitely think, Johnny, just quick. I definitely think that if it's a back 4, if he's throwing a bit more caution to the wind here, and it's a back 4, standard back 4 with Spence on the left, Porro on the right, and then VDV and Romero, and then he's doing something like Bentancur in the 6, Sarr and Berghvall in the 8, double pivot, and in a diamond. And then Sarr, who can press from the front. I was just talking about this with the Irish Hotspur, Dave and Soren and Dermo. We all kind of agree that it's like Pape Sarr coming out of the team has certainly dented our ability to press from the front. So if Sarr comes back in and plays the more advanced role in a diamond, and then you also have the outlets of Kolo Muani up against his old team, got a point to prove, and obviously Richie, who I don't understand why anyone would say that Richie doesn't get to play, doesn't deserve to play. But because I think he's tried hardest. He's scored a worldie. He's got he's in good form. You know, there's no reason to. The only surprise for me is that the system that we played against PSG in the Super Cup, it worked well for 75 minutes because, in no small part, Richarlison worked really well with Kudus. But I'm guessing I think what Lubo said was right, that there's one very firm eye on Saturday night.
Muani's a better player than Mohamed Kudus. I know that's going to upset a lot of people, but I'm talking about end product, his ability. I like Mohamed Kudus, but I want to see him get hold of the ball and cross it. I don't want to see him trying to beat the player 5-6 times, coming back on himself. Just whip the ball in. I want to see balls whipped in there tonight. Marquinhos, he's getting on a bit.
Yeah.
He's there that can be got. Yes, he's very experienced, but he can be got at. I want to see Richie tonight really go at them and really and get in there. I'm looking forward to seeing the legs of Berghvall, Pape Sarr with them on there. And listen, look, we've actually, when you look at it, our bench actually looks very good when they're all fit.
Yeah. Let's have a look at the bench. Let's have a look at the bench today. Kinsky in goal. Kinsky and Austin, then Danzo Polinia. Danzo Polinia, Xavi, Udogie, Kudus, Odegaard, Davies, Scarlett, Thompson, and Luca Williams-Barnett. Obviously, you get more spots on the Champions League, so you can fill up the bench.
Yeah, Tottenham Thompson is a really good up and coming kid. He was the England under-17. Well, he was. His dad died, unfortunately, and we all know about Williams-Barnett. So, let's see what happens. Look, fans are saying he's too predictable. Like, I thought he's going to change it up every week, and then when he does change it up, they said he's shit. He doesn't know what he's doing. He keeps changing it around. If you know Thomas Frank, that's what he's always done. As he's always changed his systems week in and week out. But
he's getting criticised though for over rotation. I think 17 different front three rotations in 18 games. Lubo, I'll bring you back in. Lubo, let you have a quick word, mate.
Yeah, listen, I think that's been a problem. He doesn't know his best team. He's trying different things out. He's possibly been overthinking stuff in the last few weeks. And players don't know where they are. So with Arsenal, with all the top clubs, maybe not Chelsea, you know what your best 11, 13, 14 are going to be every single week. Who's going to be starting. And French Lubo.
Lubo. Good night.
Yeah, Monsieur Lubo. And listen, he'll get there. Don't worry, he'll get there. But when he does get there, he's got to stick with players and stop this constant rotation.
Yeah, 100%. Guys, I'll put you back on court for 1 second, mate. I just got to do some super chats that I want to bring up, and also I have to drop a little bit of advertising for my new sponsor. But before that, let's get into the super stickers. Houdini, always here, always supporting. Choo to you, Dean. Choo to you, mate. The super sticker train has well and truly commenced. Big up to you, Dean. I appreciate you very much indeed, my man, as always. Rob Wallace from New Zealand. Big up to you, Rob. Wow, how generous, mate. Very, very generous. It's actually give me a kick up the backside, this one, because I haven't done any members phoning shows for about a month, and I need to get back on it. And I apologise to everybody that's been a member, and I haven't done one. It's been crazy here, but big up to you. He's gifted 10 Spurs Talk Show memberships. So 10 of you will probably do a fan phoning show tomorrow night or tomorrow before the Spurs 5. So if you want to jump on, then if you are one of those 10 winners, then please thank Rob. Awesome, Rob. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you, buddy, very much indeed. Sunny is life. Has put in a super chat as well. Says, don't have a lot of hopes for this with this lineup. Yeah, we're going through it right now, Sonny. Thank you very much for your super chat, mate. Listen, I don't have very many hopes tonight, regardless of the lineup. I think that the lineup is a little bit, it's going to be interesting. It's an experiment. If it works, unbelievable. If it doesn't, people are going to point to that and say, well, if we'd gone something more traditional, then we would have won, which isn't true necessarily. Different timeline. But I appreciate you very much. A user, big up to you. He says, what's with the lineup? Lucky dip attempt for FFS. Look, I don't know. We haven't tried this particular. Well, we did kind of try it against Chelsea. We tried a 4-2-2-2 against, if it's a 4-2-2-2 or a 4-1-2-1-2 diamond. But Berghvall got taken off in the 4th minute. Was it against Chelsea? I think it was, wasn't it? He got taken off, and was it against United? I forget. Either way, we have sort of tried this before in a different form and fashion. Big up to you very much indeed. Bourbon Buzzer, big up to you, my man. Thank you again for the email, mate. Appreciate you. I did respond today. Strong bench. It's either genius or madness. That's always the way it is, my man. There's nothing in between. And the line is very, very thin between the two. Big up to you, buddy. Thanks again. Blano, big up to you. Super Blaine. He's gifted another 10 Spurs Talk Show membership. 20 new members tonight. Oh, any one of you can come on tomorrow night before Spurs 5 and have your say on what has been a tumultuous week. But maybe it's going to get better. We'll find out. Blano, absolute legend, mate. Thank you so much for your generosity. And please do say a big thank you to Super Blaine in the chat if you received one of those. Talking about members, we've got one here. Tony Rodriguez, member for 18 months. Man, that's amazing loyalty. Thank you so much, buddy. He says, Frank wants to get sacked. Pathetic starting 11. Wowzers. I'm going to come back to the boys on that one in just a second. Big up to you, Tony. Thank you very much indeed, mate. He's angry. Before I come back to the boys to get that take on that one. Future's bright, future's lily white. Big up to you, buddy. He's also put in a super sticker. Choo to you. Choo to you indeed. So I'm going to put the ad off a little bit because I want to get a take from these boys. Johnny, I'll start with you.
Oh, man, they're melting down. They're melting down, Sean, right? I've got it, right? They're melting down. Are you happy with this shit? might as well give up. Is he trying to get the sack? You happy with that lineup? He hasn't got to Scooby fucking do. Dream on, right? Simmons and Kudus to start.
Where are you seeing these comments? Is that in the Spurs official tweet?
Just in my one post where I put. So who saw this lineup incoming? You can be sure whatever happens, fans won't be happy with Frank, right? That's all I put, and they're all coming for me. Like I picked the starting lineup. I'm just saying, whatever lineup he picked tonight, it would matter not. If he picked Bentancur, it should have been Paulinho. If he put Paulinho, 100%. It should have been someone else, right? If he's put Richalison, he shouldn't have been Richalison. If it was Colomawani, how can he play in a mask? I honestly, I'll give up, mate. And
unless he wins. If he wins tonight, though, Johnny, you're going to come back in like you're going to be unbearable tomorrow, mate.
No, I'm not going to be unbearable. Listen, I'm not going to be unbearable because I don't expect us to win.
I'm kidding.
All I want to see is I want to see some fight. And if the youngsters come here and they show some fight, they show some spirit, and we get at them, I'll be happy. And but it doesn't matter if we play really well and lose 2-0 or 4-0. There's certain segments of the fan base who will 100% not be happy, no matter what we say nor what we do. So good luck to him.
Is there a way that he loses tonight, but keeps faith, keeps the fans on side?
Colomawani scoring a couple of goals, maybe. Could you imagine if Richie scores tonight? I mean, what are the Richie outers going to do? They're going to be beside themselves.
I wouldn't put it past him, mate. I think he's like a purple patch player, isn't he? The season before last, when he got 11 goals in 13 games or something, right? Like he's in a rich vein of form right now. He's got the confidence to be shooting balls from 30, 40 yards out and putting it top bins. I wouldn't be surprised. I might have a cheeky fiver on Richie.
I mean, all I know is look at the players. Look at the players who are below him in the Premier League scoring and assist charts. Yeah. And apparently, I mean, he's got an XG of 2.2, and yet he scored 5 goals and 2 assists. Something's amiss. Look, I don't care who scores. I don't care if it's an own goal. I just would like to see us play some sort of progressive football. And if we can come away with it, Sean, with some positivity from the players to take into the Fulham game, because I think right now confidence is quite low. We saw the heads drop. I don't know if Lubo saw it. I thought the body language against Arsenal was absolutely shocking after the second goal went in. And I don't want to see that again tonight.
Yeah, Lubo, let me ask you, mate. Is there any defeat tonight? I mean, I think Johnny's right generally that a lot of the fans are looking for a reason to be. They're going to forget the context of who we're playing if we get one. Is there a way that we lose the game tonight, but where Thomas Frank comes out with some sort of credit?
If we lose by 2 goals, then definitely. If we lose by 3, touch and go. I mean, for me, I think it'll probably be another 4-1 defeat tonight. I can see us scoring, but I just think they're going to be too good for us. If it's 5 or 6, then he's in big trouble. His job's on the line on Saturday. I really do think. I've just seen through the years. You never think it, and all of a sudden, the manager's a horrific beating. It might be on the back of a previous 1 or 2 bad performances, and all of a sudden the whole landscape changes. And I'm just concerned because I think he does need time. I just got sick of Levy, spinning that managerial door and just keep getting new people in. And the 2 best teams were with the 2 longest serving managers, Pochettino and Redknapp. But he never learnt. He didn't learn, Levy, and hopefully the new owners, Lewis Mark II, will be a little bit stronger and will stand behind their man. Just hope we don't get battered tonight, that's all. For me, if they give a good performance, they get out there, they play 100%, we give 100%, they press, they work hard, they pull together, they don't let their heads drop, and they fight for the badge, and they're proud to wear the white shirt. And if that happens, I'll be delighted. For me, it's a free hit. I booked it thinking to myself, we're going to get beaten. And, you know, I hate to think that before going to the Spurs match. We're playing the best team in Europe. You know, so for me, I just want a good performance. On that note, I just hope it's not the same as this afternoon, because the under-21s got smacked 5-2 by PSG. So
let's hope not, mate. Let's hope not, buddy. I'll put you back on pause for a second, mate.
Before you go, Lugo, can I just say that you know, let's be realistic, guys out there. This is the champions of Europe. This is probably the second or third top 3 team in the world football right now, and we finished 17th in the Premier League, having lost 22 games. Let's get real. We have illusions of grandeur. We ain't that team at the moment. We're nowhere near that team. We dream of being that team. We all aspire to it. Every game we go to, every game I go to, Lubo goes to, we dream of winning. We dream of being that Spurs team we all want to see and love, playing expansive, fantastic football. We ain't that team at the moment. Hopefully we'll beat that team over the next few months.
And can I just add one more thing? Good luck, Harry Kane, tonight. Go and get a hat-trick. Yeah. That'll be brilliant. I'll see you later, guys. Take care. Come on, you Spurs.
Come on, you Spurs. Come on, you Spurs. Come on, mate. Get me up to him. I almost got to put the 2 people there. Guys, listen, we're going to take a couple of seconds out. I just want to introduce you, if you haven't already seen it. Tottenham Hotspur have partnered up with the Coin Company and myself. They've asked me to let you guys know about a wonderful way to commemorate a wonderful year as a Tottenham Hotspur fan for this Christmas. And I'm just going to drop this video for you now. Take a look at this. 2025 has been an unforgettable year for Tottenham Hotspur fans as we saw our fantastic club lift its first European trophy in over 40 years. To celebrate our achievement, Tottenham Hotspur have partnered with the Coin Company, a precious metals specialist, to offer fans the chance to commemorate and remember our achievement by owning a limited edition 1-ounce silver bar. Beyond the aesthetics, silver is considered a fantastic inflation hedge, as well as being a key component in the manufacture of microchips for the AI revolution that we are all experiencing. And whilst this is not investment advice, there are plenty of reasons why you would want to own silver right now. So why not consider getting one of these for yourself or for a loved one this Christmas time? Only 2025 will ever be sold. And if you use code Sean at checkout, then not only will you receive 10% off the purchase price, you will also be entered into a prize draw where one lucky winner will win this 1-ounce silver bar with the special certificate of authentication code 1882, representing the year our great club was founded. So click the link in the comments or the description and it will take you to the Spurs website where you can find more information. And from there, if you click to purchase, it will take you to the Coin Company website where if you enter code Sean at checkout, you will receive that 10% discount and be entered into that prize draw. So make sure you commemorate this fantastic year with a fantastic lifelong present for yourself or a loved one. Yeah, I appreciate everyone for watching that with me and Johnny. If you do fancy getting yourself a silver bar for yourself or for anyone else, then you can check out in the description or the link that's pinned at the top. Please also subscribe to Football Inc. I'll be getting the link for us in a second. Johnny, listen, I can feel your passionate cries to remind Tottenham fans of where we are and how difficult it's going to be, and to not throw the baby out with the bathwater. Is any part of you, though, and I understand that this is it's more than just like you're because you were backing Thomas Frank, right? I know that's not it's a reality check kind of cool, right?
Just say, right, I've been like this with other managers as well. I was like it. I always wanted Pochettino when he was at Southampton. In fact, my son put a bet on it. Unfortunately, he didn't win the bet, because Tim Sherwood became interim manager beforehand. So my son didn't collect the money because he put it on Poch to become the manager. I just feel that the guy hasn't... Look, let me tell you, if he didn't have all these injuries, Sean, and he started like this, and he was playing this negativity, I would be fuming. I would be. I got to be honest. I would be having a much different outlook to it. I think the defence is one thing, but we're not holding the ball up. The ball's coming back every time. We're playing long balls to people who it's just coming back, and it's all a mess. And so I'm only holding out in the hope that once we get some players back, that something will happen. And I just think that who really thought when we drew PSG that we would get get anything out of it? I remember when we got PSG, Sean, in the the Super Cup, people were saying, "Well, it's just going to be an absolute embarrassment."
And it wasn't, Johnny. It wasn't, and so that begs the question: Is there any? I know there was context in that game that PSG they hadn't had a pre-season.
Yeah,
but can we take anything from that performance tonight that can help us out here?
Yeah, I think for certain players who played in the game, look, I think they'll be a lot more mobile than they were in that game. They had no sort of pre-season, just come back from the Club World Cup. Make no bones about it. Their midfield is absolutely superb. Their wingers are superb. People thinking that this kid's going to come in and there's the weak spot. I don't think it's a weak spot personally. I think they've got class all over the pitch. And you look on their bench. Yeah, our bench isn't bad, but was it Kang Yang? I keep forgetting his name.
Yeah, Kang In Lee. Lee Kang In. I never know what order you're supposed to do.
Yeah, if anyone can, Lee Kang In, something like that. Look, we could end up getting absolutely trounced tonight, but I just think that these kids, Archie Gray, Berghvall, and Pape Matar Sarr, this is for them. This is like being in a candy shop, right? I don't think they'll play with much fear. I think they'll play with excitement that they've been given this opportunity to come in and do the business. And, Archie Gray might shock a few people tonight. I saw all the comments. What is he on? Why is he?
I'm looking forward to seeing Archie Gray, mate. Like, I feel like we haven't, like, people that are. I know that Lubo's very much on the Archie Gray bandwagon, and that's fine. Yeah. But like, I think a lot of the other side of people go, "Oh, what's he done?" But I think that's actually the pertinent question. Like, he hasn't done much because he hasn't really had that much opportunity, at least not in the Thomas Frank system. And when he has played in the 8, I actually think he's been quite impressive. I'll be honest. I'm worried about his physicality relative to other midfields in the Premier League, but I can't knock his performances that I've seen this season, even though they're fleeting because he hasn't had many opportunities. So people that are writing him off, and I say, why? Like, you haven't seen enough of him playing in an 8 or a 6 or whatever. And then they argue, well, the reason why we haven't seen him is obviously because Thomas Frank doesn't rate him. He's throwing him in tonight. So it's a really nice gauntlet for him to run, isn't it? A nice opportunity for him to kind of to show us what he's got.
I remember Archie Gray playing for Leeds. He'd been playing right back all season. He came to play Chelsea at Stamford Bridge in the Carabao Cup. Played in the middle of the park, and he was sensational. He was man of the match. He's more tenacious than people give him credit for. Listen, I think Archie Gray is going to be a really good player. Did I agree with signing him at that moment? No, I didn't, because I felt like we needed players for now. I think that was half the problem. But no, I'm very happy with Archie Gray as a signing. I'm very happy with Berghvall as a signing. And, I'm a big fan of Pape Matar Sarr. He's got the legs. And I think we've got 3 tenacious tackling players that are more mobile than Paulinho. As much as, I'm a big fan of Paulinho, I wonder whether Bentancur is going to sit at the base just in front of
I think he will. And I think that to me, I don't know. You know how I feel about Bentancur. I get told I'm wrong about this all the time. I'm not. Like, I don't dislike the guy, and I don't think he's a bad player, but I just don't think he's anything like the player that he was. I think those injuries and whatever has kind of just something's changed in his game in the last year. And I don't really rate him. And I listen, again, if he's doing it tactically and saying that we need to keep Palhinha fit for Fulham, for example, because Fulham have got a decent midfield, and that he's basically thinking the logical thought here that, it's going to be an unusual occurrence for Tottenham to come away with this. But I don't mind seeing the kind of the diamond thing, but I probably, Johnny, would have preferred to have seen Palhinha at the base of it.
No, I understand that. I think when you're coming in the Champions League and you're playing PSG away from home, you have to have some sort of ace up your sleeve or something that's unpredictable that maybe they weren't thinking about, and maybe this is what he was thinking.
If they're playing, so Bourbon Buzzard here, big up to you, mate, again. He's saying that they just said on TalkSport that Gray's playing centre back. Now I don't know if that TalkSport are coming from a place of knowledge. Or a place
centre back. Why not?
Well, if that's the case, why not play Danso? Is he dropped Danso?
Well, he's not dropping. Like this is what I'm saying. When Pep Guardiola doesn't play A, B, or C, did he drop Haaland last night? Did he drop Ryan Cherky?
No. But centre backs that played in a back three haven't exactly exhausted themselves, right? It's not like most of the time they're just moving on the spot or up and down 5 yards, right? It's not like they're.
Danso was particularly good. I've got to be honest with you.
No, that's what I'm saying. Then I agree with you on that. I think Danzo's been very good for Tottenham last season. This season, I think he's been okay. But when he's played, I think he's made a few mistakes. When he was played out of position, played on the left hand side, I think he was snoozing for a couple of aerial goals against Newcastle, was it, in the cup? I didn't like it, but so that's what I'm asking. If Archie Gray's playing centre back tonight, then has Danso been dropped or has he been rested?
No, I just think I think it's just rotational. And I think Archie Gray is hungry. I think he's more mobile. I think he's quicker.
But what can you do? You can't do any of those things from a centre back spot, can you?
Yeah, but he can step up into the middle of the park. Archie can play as an 8, right?
No, I know he can. That's what I think that I think it's a back four. Personally.
So what I'm saying to you is, you can be in a 3 aesthetically, but you can step up. I think they're going to try and flood the middle of the park personally and be mobile, because that midfield of PSG is quick, extremely skillful. Look at everywhere. Barcola, Kvaratskhelia, I don't need to go through them all. We all know the players, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I think isn't this, who was it? Who was the game where Berghvall got a concussion? Was that Chelsea?
Chelsea, yeah.
Yeah, so in that game, we tried something similar, right? We tried to play a 4-man midfield because it was an acknowledgement that Caicedo and James was better.
Yeah, but he was key to that. I think I said that at the time. I think that his loss, whilst people played it down, I think it was a major part. I think it was a whole part of it was the game plan window.
I agree. That's what I'm saying. So this suggests to me then that we're trying to do that again. So I don't think it's a back 3. I think it's a back 4.
I agree. I think it could be more flexible though, Sean. I think when you play this system, you can play 3, you can play 5. I think it's something you can call from the sidelines and change it around depending on how the start of the game goes.
Right, but if you're gonna have a 4 that can then drop into a 5, then the 5th person that would drop in would be the 6, right? Would be the defensive midfielder. But we are of the opinion, are we not, that Bentancur is going to play in that role?
Well, this is what I'm saying. I think it's very flexible. Archie Gray thinks of himself as a 6, right?
Yeah.
As well. So, there's all. What I like about this setup is it's flexible. You could see Richie leading the line and Mawani coming off of the flanks, right? Easily. Okay. You could see Pape Matar Sarr playing in the pocket just behind them. I've seen them play for Brentford, play 2 up front. Okay. Yeah. 2 up front.
That's what I think it is. I think it's literally a 4-1-2-1-2. So it's an old diamond. It's an old-fashioned 4-4-2 diamond. Love it.
It could be many things. And I think a lot of the pundits are questioning what it is, which I like.
Unpredictability, Johnny. It's the second best ability.
Absolutely, mate. Absolutely. And what have we had for the last 2 years? Absolute predictability, because we know what we're going to do and what we're going to play and how we're going to play it. Okay?
Yeah.
Listen, look, he's got it all to do. I don't expect this to be the game for him to do it. Listen, I'm excited. I'm buzzing. I wish I was out there tonight. I think the first time in my life, Sean, I'm missing 3 games on the trot.
You're not going to Fulham either, are you?
Can't go to Fulham and I can't go to Newcastle. No.
Yeah, no good, mate. No good.
No. But look, I don't expect us to win, but I expect us to try and get at them and be more mobile. I don't want to see us stagnated. I don't want to ever see what I saw against Arsenal or against Chelsea again. As the old saying goes, Sean, better to have tried and failed than never to have tried at all. And I felt like we never tried at all against Arsenal or against Chelsea. And that for me is just not acceptable. What
happens if we see again, not to forget about the result, right? Forget about the result here. I think we're all expecting a loss, but it's the matter in which you lose. What happens if the players don't look like they care or don't look like they know what they're doing or it looks like it's just effortless again? Then does that compound on the probable loss and people are going to go mental?
Yeah. Look, I want to see fight. I want to see passion. I want to see us trying to win every second ball. I want us to believe that we can push forward and try and win the ball. This is a far superior team. I'm going to say it again. Top 3 teams in the world against a team that finished 17th in the Premier League and lost 22 games. The gulf is vast. If you thought the gulf was big on the weekend, the difference is heart and passion can make up for that gap. And we saw that, I'll say it again, Sunderland, man for man, were nowhere near Arsenal. Yet they gave them trouble. Why? Because they wanted every ball. They were physical. They fought and they got in their faces. And that's what I want to see tonight. I want to see them in their faces. I want to see them fighting. And I want to come off proud, even if we lose. There is pride in defeat, Sean, when you're playing a team like this.
Yeah, of course. Like I say, I don't even, if you end up getting beaten 3-0, but we've given them a good go. We've had chances. We've taken it to them a little bit, and then in the end we just get picked off. And then once we go 1-0 down, then we play a little bit harder, and then they pick us off 2-0. That's fine. Like I don't mind that. It's just if you sit back and defend, hold on for dear life, and go 1-0 down and then 2-0 down, and you've never even put up a fight. Then that is I don't know. If you've got to go down swinging a little bit. At the same time, though, you probably do have to be a little bit conscious of goal difference because if you do get to 12 points or something around there, goal difference. I think last year was the difference between one team sneaking in and one team not making it. Right.
You know what pisses me off though, Sean? Everyone said we're going to get absolutely humped in the Super Cup, right?
Yep.
We go 2-0 up. And all I could hear after the game was, he's clueless. He doesn't know what he's doing. He threw it away. He ain't got a clue. Useless coach. No mention of the fact that we went toe-to-toe with them. No mention of the fact that we were 2-0 up. Only the negative aspect of
I know who you're talking about.
Well, no, not just one person. There's been quite a few. And, I wouldn't like to live in their head. Personally, right? Because I try to think positive. I think or I am, right? If someone turns around to me and says, "Johnny, this will never happen," hey, you ain't in my circle, because in my head, I'm going to make it happen, or I'm going to try and make it happen. There are too many people. Have you heard from so and so? No. Well, I called him, but he ain't called me back. Oh, no, you just go and you go and you go, right? That's my mentality. I don't know what others are, but, listen, if he loses against Fulham and he gets tanked tonight and he doesn't beat Brentford, he's going to be gone.
Is Brentford before the game after Fulham? Is that Newcastle or is it Slavia Prague?
I think it's Newcastle, isn't it?
Newcastle next.
Yeah.
So if we lose tonight and struggle against Fulham, then it could be curtains after Newcastle, probably.
Might be.
It shouldn't be, but the noise would, like I said before, mate. The owners, it's a results-based business until it isn't, right? The results matter primarily, but even if the results are acceptable, but the performances aren't, the owners will always use the manager as a shield to protect themselves from the criticism of the fans, right? We've seen it hundreds and hundreds of times across every team in the Premier League over the years, you know?
Someone says, whatever Johnny's smoking, pass it round, right? This is natural gas, man. This is natural gas. No drinking, no smoking,
Nice.
no THC. This is just natural gas. Look, I'd rather go in with hope and belief that something might happen than to go there. And believe me, right, when I go to away games last season, going again and again and again, hoping we won, not seeing us lose again. You have to have that belief, otherwise you might as well give up. Sean, I'm going to.
No worries, mate. Thanks very much for coming on, buddy. Appreciate you, mate.
Are you doing a post game live? What are you doing?
Yeah. Well, yeah. I'll probably, if you want to come straight on afterwards, I'll just keep the link.
I might
pop on afterwards. Yeah, nice one, mate.
Same
right,
link. Same link.
Yeah, it'll be the same link. I'll just keep the show running. Yeah, so just jump.
Okay,
jump
guys. Good luck.
Jump on at half time as well if you want.
Yeah, I might do that. And whatever happens, don't self-harm if we go 2-0 down after 10 minutes. See you later.
See you, mate. Take care, buddy. Oh, it's interesting. It's interesting. I kind of get the vibe that Johnny's a little bit pissed off with the fan base right now. I don't know if he's getting a lot of hate or heat or whatever, but I kind of get the vibe that Johnny's not happy with the fans who are throwing the baby out with the bathwater, you know. And listen, it is what it is, you know. People are miserable right now in life because, like, you've got the tax man taking more of your money. You've got everyone's just fucking shit. Everyone's fat and unhealthy ever since COVID. Or at least I am. Everyone's just you know, in a bad mood about so many things. And so the one thing that you want is the ability to kind of like diversify your interest from your own life for 90 minutes. And if you're spending money to go to the ground, then at least put on a fucking show, you know. And so I get why the fan base feel the way they do. I do. But at the same time, I also think that it's so soon. It's ridiculous. You know, like Tottenham might have become a decent team under Nuno had we given it the chance, and we never did. But we don't know, do we? It's a whole new timeline of reality. Like, you have to give someone some patience, but he has to also recognize that, you know, it's entertainment is a part of the jigsaw, and setting up nottolose.com isn't acceptable. So I hope that tonight we can at least see some fight and some inspiration and some effort, you know. You weren't exactly Chris Hemsworth before COVID. Have you seen me, mate? Go and have a look on LinkedIn. Go and look up my name on LinkedIn. I was a chiseled man before in 2018, 2017, 2016. I had a six-pack, like an 8-pack almost in 2014, bro. And then COVID happened and I pulled the ripcord. You know when people say when you put on a few pounds over Christmas, they go, "Cool, you had a good Christmas." Yeah, I had a really good COVID, and it's carried on going. Carried on going. But listen, we don't want to worry about that tonight. We don't need to worry about that. We need to worry about Tottenham Hotspur. Yeah, COVID was a long time ago. I'm still living off that excuse, you know. Just like Ange Postecoglou will still be dining out on the Europa League the Europa League win in about 4 or 5 years' time. I told him. They didn't listen. Yeah. You know, very good. I got bowled over COVID. You got bald. Got bald over COVID. Had curly, thick hair before. Poor bastard. I'm going that way too, though, to be honest. It's definitely falling out. Yeah, I've now got a keg, 100%, Simon, 100%. Listen, let me get my, what am I doing here? I need to get the I need to get this up, put it into the right format, and then we can get on with the game very soon. Is that going to work? Kind of does. Don't mind that. Can I make it a tiny bit bigger? Oh, fucked it. Oh, definitely fucked it now. How's that look? I'll bring that down a smidge. Are we in? Oh, that looks perfect, Mundo. Well, not perfect, but it's as good as I can deliver. The boys are coming out, guys. Listen, I'm doing this off of a I'm streaming this, so it might be like 50 seconds or so behind real time. So try and sync up with us. Try and syncy dinky and get yourself a drinky. That's empty. No good. That's almost empty. I've got 1 can, 2 cans. That should do for at least the first 20 minutes, eh, people? What are we doing here? Looks like a basketball CRT. What does that even mean? What does that mean? I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. Ra-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta, Destiny. I haven't brought that one out since the summer, have I? I haven't brought that one out since the summer. Yeah, that's right, Matt Coxey boy. I had a soul before COVID. Old Nikos, my man from Rabbit Hole Ramblings, is fairly convinced that my soul has left me. But you know what the good news is about that is that he also believes that if you have a soul and you die, then you get caught up in some sort of like cyclical soul trap reincarnation thing. And that's cool. That's what you believe. But if I haven't got a soul anymore, then I ain't got to worry about that shit, have I? So I'm good either way. I am good either way. What are we doing here? Court nobby. I don't know what that means. Don't know what that means either. A basketball court nobby. I don't know what that means. I actually lost weight during COVID, amazingly enough. Were you one of these people? Because everyone got an addiction, didn't they? Everyone got an addiction during COVID, right? Most people like either got used to eating shit or drinking alcohol earlier and earlier and earlier. That was me. And then some people kept it, but some people like took up running, didn't they? Some people took up like fucking yoga or whatever. I bet you're one of those guys, aren't you, Gary? You know, bet you're one of those people. Yeah, say no to the light, Destiny. Evening, Dave. What's the bev of choice this evening? At the moment, I've got a can of Stella, I've got another one downstairs, chilling, and I happen to also have a cheeky gin because I wasn't sure what I wanted. So it all depends on how the game goes. But I've got nothing too strong. I'm not going to be drinking vodka or ciders. Those ciders I drink, they knock you sideways. They're so delicious, those Thatchers, but they carry they're like 7% or something. So you have 3 of them. Smasheruto. Oh, look at that. PSG have got their own version of a tifo. It looks like the Paris Saint-Germain flag it looks like it's like plastic bin liners or something. They don't do tifos like us, do they, people? They don't do tifos like Tottenham bloody Hotspur. Let's move my camera over here, get myself set up accordingly. Love it. Ra-ta-ta-ta. Hang about. Is that about right? Hang on, it's not quite right. Move you a little bit closer. All right. They're showing the team. So, like I say, I think we'll be a little bit behind the score. Let me see if I can make that black and white. Bosh. Bish, bash, bosh. And we're looking a little bit synced up. Love to see it. Captain Romero tonight. Got to put in a bit of an effort. Let's go. Let's see what we're doing. I'm interested to see how we line up. Really interested. Yeah, their tifo looks terrible. It looks like bin liners have been placed all over their seats. What the fuck is that? A little bit of giant sticky tape or something. Let's see what TNT are saying that Tottenham are going with. So Mendes, Pacho, Marquinhos, Zaire Emery, Fabian, Vitinho, and João Neves, 4-3-3. They don't piss around. Easy 4-3-3. Kvaratskhelia and Jantu is playing as the 9, the false 9 in there. They're saying they're going to go Kvach in the 9. Kvach in the on the left wing. We shall see. How are they saying that Tottenham are going to stand up? Are they going to show us that? No, they haven't shown us that yet. QT to assist, 50-1. I might put a cheeky 5 on Richie, you know. Yeah, fuck it. Let's have a look. Let's back the man. Let's back the man. What we're doing there. Do you remember last time against Arsenal? I went through. I put like 15 quid sprays on a few different players to score for Tottenham, and then when I saw Richie's name, I went absolutely no chance, and he put in a worldie. Let's have a look. Anytime. You can only get 3-1 on Kolo Randall Kolo Mawani. You get 10-3 on Richie. Those odds are no good. Those odds are no good at all. Maybe I'll have a cup. Maybe I'll put another couple of quid on Micky van der Ven, 20-1. Yeah, go on then. We're having £2 on Micky van der Ven, anytime goal scorer at 20-1. I'm not backing Richie. Not going to do it. What are we saying, guys? 5-3-2, is it? What we're going 5-3-2. Interesting. All right. We're about to kick off here, looks like. Please sync up with the chat with the thing. Don't do any spoilers, if you don't mind. And we'll have ourselves a nice evening. Ugh. Are we off? No, not yet. Big up to see you, Jack. Good to see you, Graham. Good to see you. Mwani to score against his parent club. Oh, yeah, it'd be nice, wouldn't it? It's 3-1, though. It's not particularly great odds. Away from home, a guy who hasn't scored for Tottenham, and all you can get is 3-1. Madness to me. Madness. Are we off and running? Not yet. And we're off, people. We are off. Come on, the Tottenham. Nice yellow kit as well, by the way. Like the yellow kit. Let's go, Tottenham. Here's Jedley King. So Jedley's left back. Looks like we're in a 4. Does look like we're in a 4. Archie Gray's more advanced. At least with the ball. Vicario's going long for the second time in 20 seconds. Mwani wins the first header. And Berghvall gets it through. Nice little... Come on, the Tottenham's the... Oh, well done. Ref! Like that. I'm okay with that start. Big up to you, Woody. Appreciate you, mate. Have a good... enjoy the game. I do like that kit, though. Looks like a Stabilo Boss highlighter pen. Petr Cech was used to look like a highlighter pen when he was wearing that black headband thing after he got injured. Yeah, better already, Desto. Better already, mate. What are we doing here? Big up to you, Dino. Good to see you, mate. Smash the like button, guys. Let's go, Benton Core. Win it. Oh, he's going to give it away. Oh, no, he hasn't. It's okay. But he hoofs it long. Gets himself out of trouble. Richie's dyed his hair, especially for the occasion. Like to see it. I do like Richie's hair like that. Looks nice. Here's Kvatch. Oh, well done, Jedley King. No, loses the ball. Berghvall does well there, though. Ball comes across to Nuno Mendes, number 23. Here's Bradley Barcola. Puts it down past Pedro Porro. Porro tidies it up. Well done. Let's go. Oh, we're playing it out. Dangerous. Oh, it's nice, though. Okay. Yeah, let's have a good game, Asian Ahmed. Let's have a good game, eh? Richie's always the main character in his head, says Desto. Yeah, he is, isn't he? Bit of a sulky brat, isn't he? But you know what? He's a man with a purple patch in him, and he's on a purple patch. I wouldn't call it purple just yet. I'd say it's mauve. But if he gets another one tonight... By the way, if we win tonight, the people that have backed Thomas Frank are going to be unbearable tomorrow. They really are. Tottenham pressing up. Tottenham pressing from the front. Like to see it. PSG running around at his Kvatch. Very deep. That's not Kvatch, sorry. Here he is. Here comes Bradley Barcola. PSG are so quick moving that ball. Barcola running at Pedro Porro. Looks inside. Chance, a shot. Bentancur blocks it. Let's go. Vitinha. Here's Kvatch. So Kvatch is playing off the right-hand side. Okay, Kvatch is playing off the right. They can swap it and flip it up anytime they want. Bradley Barcola off the left. And this guy, Njantu, in the 9, false 9-ish. Pacho. Vitinha. Barcola. Shot from distance, smashed into Jedley King, and here's Kolo Muani. Trying to take a man on, does well. Tottenham break out fast here. But then slow it down. Pedro Porro slows it down there. You've got to slow it down, mate. There's no need, bro. There's no need for that at all. Let's go. Richie gets the ball up. Holds it. Nice. Plays it out wide to Pedro Porro, who's got some space to run into. PSG not pressing us. We like this. Like this. Pedro Porro tries to ping it towards the back post. It's fallen to Berghvall nicely. His first touch is heavy. Super heavy. Fuck, bro. Berghvall. Fucking, nah, mate. He's just got a very heavy first touch there as he tried to break it down. But it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Smash the subscribe, guys. If you are watching this and you are not subscribed, but you want to get involved in the chat, all you got to do is hit the subscribe button and then it should open up. If it doesn't, just refresh the chat. Just refresh the chat. Well picked off there. Let's go now. Pedro Porro finds Richalison. This is a decent opening bit from Tottenham. Decent opening couple of minutes. They're very happy to let us have this midfield, and there's a lot of men in Tottenham's, like a lot of yellow shirts in the midfield. Decent high line as well. Not unimpressed with this for the opening 5. Not unimpressed with this at all. It's fine with me. Right. What are we doing now? What are you saying, chat? What are you saying? Decent start. Yeah, decent start, Dino. Yeah, Berghvall. Lucas Bozo. I think Kolo Muani's up for it as well. Nice work. Couple of super chiddly chit-chats I've got to get to. Ratatata. Martin Knightsbridge. Big up to you, Martin. Hope you're okay, my man. He says, Fop Mob have Van der Ven as right wing back. Oh, dear. Foot Mob don't have a fucking clue what they're doing. It's good press from Tottenham. Is Richalison pressing in the box. We touched the ball in the box a couple of times, you know. We touched the ball in the box more times in the first 5 minutes against PSG than we did in, I think, the entire 90 against Arsenal. And Ulrika Kaka. She says, can Johnny manifest for a bit, please? A win, I mean. Listen, mate, if anything like this, that's it. Nice work, Pape Sarr. Pedro Porro flips the ball in. And he goes over the top. It's okay. It was under pressure. It's okay. Johnny, I think Johnny Boy was preparing for the worst. But I think at the same time, if we win, I said it earlier, he's like, I'm not going to be unbearable. He'll be unbearable tomorrow. He's going to be, where's all those Ange? Where are you now? I mean, it's a slim chance for it happening. Big up to you, Martin. Big up to you, Ulrika, as well. Thank you very much for the super chats. It's a slim chance it will happen, but if it does, yeah, Johnny's going to be, he's going to be so glad. He's going to be gloating and boasting. It's going to be fantastic to see. Let's go, Tottenham. Keep that pressure on. Keep the press on. I like this. I like this. You know, pinning PSG back a little bit, although they've just given a fantastic outlet there now. And here's this guy in Njantu. Well done, Micky van der Ven, but it falls to Cratch. Here's Cratch. Cratch. Shot from distance. Oh, it's just wide. I think that's Vitinha, was it? No, who was it? Sorry, that's Fabian Ruiz. Oh, it's just wide. It's just wide. That might have taken a graze off of Archie Gray on the way through. Not sure if Vicario's getting to that. Don't think Vicario's getting to that. Luis Enrique sits up in the stand, does he? He sits with a computer in front of him. Look at Richie. Win that free kick, ref. Here we go. Well done, Richie. Well done, mate. Well done, Richie. Bide a bit of time. Decent sort of position for territory. Richie's done very well there. Love that. Love that. Now, what we're going to do with it here? It's basically dead centre. 35 yards out. About the spot where Richie put it top bins. Just give it to Richie. Just tell him to come and take it and put it top bins. What's Porro going to do here? Is there a setup? Yeah, we've got 3 players on the left, 3 players on the right. We're split. It's a split offensive line. This looks like a nice little system. What we're going to do? Pedro Porro whips it in. Cleared at the back post there by who was that? That was Neves. 87. Got to remember that. Throw into Tottenham. No Kevin Danso. Lucas Berghvall. We've got Lucas Berghvall on the long throws tonight. Let's see if we can get into the box. How far is he going to throw it? He hasn't really got long throw potential. But look how long it takes. It's like 35, 40 seconds by the time he throws it. And he throws it short anyway, for fuck's sake. He bottled it. Whipped in from Jedley King. Cleared well. Here's Pape Sarr. Porro pips it back out again to Berghvall. Berghvall's clearly on the left-hand side for the most part so far. More like an old school 4-4-2, really, isn't it? Jedley King again whipping it in. Deflected out. Cleared away. But Tottenham win the ball back again. We're winning the second balls here. This is what you want to see. Oh, look at PSG there. Look at that. Playing heading volleys there for a little while. Ball over the top. Tottenham in trouble now. Bad first touch from Berghvall. And Tottenham win the ball. Well done. Romero finds Richie. Lovely. Richie's coming deep nicely here. Oh, he's just played the ball a little bit too far outside of Porro. It's nice, though. It's nice. Their movement. They're running. They're moving. Oh, what a challenge that is. What a challenge from Roddy Bentancur. Well done, mate. Whenever I criticise you, you always put me to shame. Let's go. Let's go. It's nice. Make the run, Berghvall. Go on. Oh, it's a lovely ball. It's a lovely ball for Berghvall from Jedley King. Berghvall's down the left-hand side here. He can slice the ball in. And he's slipped and he's just hit it. It's a shot on target, though, people. It's a shot on target. Come on. It didn't count. I mean, it doesn't really count as a shot, but it does count as a shot on target. You know what, Norsey? 100%, mate. I don't want to hear it either. The players can, and their players can. It's just whether they are allowed to and whether they want to. The players are definitely capable. We're not playing like zombies, Spursy. 100%, mate. 100%. It's a good effort so far. Nothing to worry about. What was all that Frank out talk? You just know that PSG can hurt you at any time, though, right? They're comfortable letting Tottenham kind of get into the game. But I like the positional sense. It's very like the gaps between the 4 and the 4 and the 3, or the 4 and the 4 and the 2 are measured. It looks like it's more organised. Before, against Arsenal, it was like everybody was back 5, and then there was basically nothing between them and the next line, and that's why there was so much space for Eze to move into. This, when we haven't got the ball, it looks like they're quite organised in staying not only equidistant between each other, but also the right amount of gap between the defensive line and the midfield line. So it looks like there's been a little bit of work there on the organisation, which is good to see. Win that, Berghvall. Good. Oh, Berghvall. He's putting Archie Gray. Archie Gray's in the box. He has a whip set across. There's no one there. Look at Moani sitting there saying, give me the fucking ball, bro. Give me the ball. Poor final choice there from Archie Gray. Poor final ball from Archie Gray. Lovely little flick, though, from Berghvall behind. Lovely little flick and a nice little move. Good chemistry. Archie Gray looks up and he picks it low. Moani's angry, but he hasn't really made a move. He was directly in line with the 3 centre-backs that had got back. Berghvall's first start in how long? Give him a chance. Yeah, 100%. I like Lucas Berghvall. He started against Chelsea, didn't he? But then he got taken off after 4 minutes. So he's been concussed, hasn't he? Been dizzy for the last 2 weeks, like Butler after a skinful. Here we go. Take two. Take 2 for Berghvall for the long throw. Oh, it's not bad. It's not really, though. Oh, it's a foul throw. Foul throw. I haven't seen a foul throw this season from a long throw. Interesting. Any good chances? Nah, no good chances. But Tottenham have had a couple of moments. Win that one, Pedro Porro. Well done. So Berghvall's currently playing on the left wing, but he's stepping inside there. Oh, nice. Nice work. Archie Gray and Berghvall trying things up together at the moment. I like this. Archie Gray and Berghvall. Young bucks, young mates. 19 years old, 20 years old, up against PSG, doing good jobs. Look, go on, Richalison. You know what? Paris don't really seem up for this just yet. Zaire Emery has been beaten there. Oh, he's won it back now. But Archie, Richalison wins it back again. Well done, Richie. Super strong, my man. Appreciating you. I'm appreciating you right now, Richie. I am appreciating Richie a little bit more. Where's my gin? Let's mix it up, shall we? Let's go, Jedley King. Let's go, Jedley King. What are we doing here? Romero, nice pass to Archie Gray. Jedley King, very involved so far, Jedley. Oh, fuck no, ref. What are we doing here, mate? What are we doing there? Oh, maybe. Bit of a shove. Mendes bought it, though, I think. Mendes bought it. Someone's going to have a headache in the morning. I'm talking about Berghvall. Are you talking about me? I said Sunday after the game we should have played kiddos or play more of them. Yeah, 100%. 100%. Liverpool won, PSV Eindhoven won. Interesting. Must have been PSV's early goal then, because Szoboszlai's just equalised. So me. I don't really get headaches anymore, mate, from drinking. I drink so frequently that when I don't drink alcohol, I feel like I'm superhuman. The day on Spurs 5 on Monday, I didn't drink because I got drunk on Sunday watching the Arsenal game and made a donut out of myself on Sava's channel. And so I decided not to drink on Monday. And I woke up on Tuesday and I felt like I'd go and put my head through a brick wall. I thought that's unusual, so I went and got drunk again. Tell you what, Tottenham are really pushing. I mean, it's going to be interesting how we finish the game because we're putting a lot of effort in right now, which is good to see. But PSG haven't really got out of first gear, have they? I'm sure they can turn it up a gear when they want to. But yeah, Tottenham are making a good show of themselves first 15. Starting to move the ball nicely. Here's Vitinha. Barcola to Vitinha. Neves. Yeah, look. It's just nice organisation. Well, I would say that Micky van der Ven there is a little bit. He's not watching the offside line. Got to be clever. Can be careful here. Here's Njantu looking up. Found a bit of space on the box, edge of the box. Chance! Oh, it's just wide as well. That's the second crack. That's the second one from Cratch there. That's 2 shots now that PSG have had, and they've just whizzled past the post. And do you know what? If they're the other side of the post, yeah, I think Vicario would have been okay if that one had been on target. It was fairly wide at the end, actually. But we're dropping a little bit deeper there. When they have the ball, we do drop deep, and then PSG are doing it again. They're coming back and they're playing it around the edge of the box, and we have to be careful because I look at that. Richalison wins the ball nicely. Moani tries to head it down, flick it on. We win the ball again, do we? No. Go on, Berghvall. Hustle. Be a little terrier. Go on, be a little fucking Jack Russell. Neves trying to put Cratch through, but Jedley King is all over it, guys. 18 minutes played at PSG, 0-0. We're doing okay. We're doing okay. It's amazing, isn't it? The expectations of the Spurs fan base are like a demand that we play brilliantly and play beautiful football, but then at the same time, we also go into games like this expecting to get absolutely trounced, and then we're relatively happy that it's 0-0. Like, it's almost like our heart and our head, Our heart says that we should be winning every game 3-0, and when we don't, we want to go fucking mental. But our head is probably also saying, you know what? A little bit unreasonable, that heart of mine. Entirely unreasonable with its takes. Nuno Mendes looking forward, can't find anything, so has to turn around and go back. Don't mind that. Don't mind that. PSG just look a little bit flat. They're just not moving. I feel it's like the midfield aren't really moving around too much. There's a lot of expectation for Barcola and Kvach to create things down the left and down the right. You know? It's just a night. The press makes everyone uncomfortable. Like this, if you just spent, you know, if you become a master of the press, then you're just going to win most games because no one likes to play through a press. It's scary, isn't it? Scary, putting pressure on people. Oh, well done, Rombom. Oh, was Rombom? Yeah, it was Rombom. Well done. Lovely challenge. Lovely challenge. Of course, he's suspended for Fulham, isn't he? He's not going to be in the Fulham squad. Maybe that's why Danzo wasn't on the pitch tonight, because they know they're going to be using him on the weekend. Possibly. Here comes... Oh, it's a great chance. It's a great chance. Get rid of it. Oh, Vicario, mate. You're fucking dodgy in this situation. What a ball that was over the top, by the way. What a ball that was from Vitinha into... I don't know who it was. Was that Kvach? I think it was. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Kylo Mwan has lost the ball there. Has he won it back? Is he winning it back? Yeah, he's pressing his hound in, though. Hound dog. Hound dog. It's okay. That's okay. Listen, I'm in a WhatsApp group with Johnny. Johnny's all. I told you he would be unbearable. He's gone a little bit early though. He's just said all those wanting to slaughter Frank ASAP are a bit worried after 20 minutes. As I said, bringing in the youngsters with legs makes a big difference. I told you he can't wait. He can't wait to give it back. He's got a lot early though. It's only 20 minutes in, Johnny boy. What we doing here, lad? What we doing here? I can see it. I know Johnny so well. I could see it. I could feel his frustration on Football Inc. today, and I could feel his frustration in the pre-game there. You know, he's fucking angry. He's angry, and he can't wait. Here's Pacho to Marquinhos. Here's Kvach. Win that ball, Jedley. Oh, lucky. Ball cuts across. Oh, well done. Well done, Romero. And Janto has a chance there, small chance. So the best couple of chances of the game probably fallen to. Yes, it's Romero playing him on side, but he does get back and cover his problem. So no worries, no worries. Win that. Well, we're giving the ball away a little bit too much now. Here's Vitinha again. Tries to thread it through to Njantu. But this time, no chance. Here comes Jedley King. We're breaking away here. Go on, Jedders. Go on, Jedders. What a run this is. It's nicely weighted, smegging across. Oh, he's done well, though. Corner kick to Tottenham. Well done, Jedley King. What a break that is from Jedders down the left-hand side. And he crossed the ball, tried to cross it with his left foot. Oh, I'll tell you what, Vicario, Vicario's flapping there for that fucking that lobbed chance that just came over a minute ago. Let's go, Tottenham. Let's go. Micky van der Ven, take my £2 and make it become 40. That's what we're doing here. That is what we're doing here. Let's go. Micky van der Ven, back post special. Micky van der Gen. Micky van der Gen. That's what we're doing. D apostrophe, like the French. Here we go. Cross comes in. It's a nice one. Keeper comes out. And Clear punches it nicely. Chevalier. Let's go, Pedro. Pedro Porro not often finding himself on the left wing forward spot, but he is. He whips the ball in. Nice whip in. And Micky van der Ven flicks it on. And Tottenham get another corner. Let's go. Oh, it's offside. Oh, you fucking... That's a good punch, that is, from Chevalier. I don't rate Chevalier that much, though. I know he's supposed to be something spectacular, but he's good with the ball at his feet, I think. Not that. I don't know why he would. I don't know why they got rid of Donnarumma. Seems silly. Best goalkeeper in the world, in my opinion. Win that, Bentancur. Well done. Colo puts it down. Has Frank got his notepad out, Warren, has he? There's old dictaphone Cochrane sitting there taking his notes. Yes, sir. Cup of tea, Thomas. Cup of tea. Fucking secretary. Secretary Cochrane taking the minutes of the meeting. What are we doing here? Put Porro on the left wing, says Cryo. It's a nice cross, mate. It's a nice cross. Or something's just happened. Richalison and someone else have just had a clash there. I don't know what's gone on. No, nothing there. Just a connection. Not bad, Spursy. Not Spurs V3Y. Not bad. Not bad. I wish Google would or YouTube would hurry up and fix my whatever they've screwed up so I can get the names of people's profiles back rather than their @ handles. I don't know why it doesn't work. It's not the same on everyone's channel, but mine it's always screwed up for some reason. Anyway, here comes PSG cutting inside. Tottenham swarm him, and Berghvall comes away with the ball, but gives it away. Berghvall giving it away. Dangerous position. Giving it away in a dangerous position. Ball gets lobbed left towards Nuno Mendes. What a player he is, by the way. What a player he is. Bradley Barcola off the left-hand side. Brings it into Njantu. Here's Mendes. You know what? I'm liking the gaps between the channels. I think they seem to be organised. It seems very rigid, like 5 meters between the defenders and the midfielders, and then between the midfielders and the attackers. It just looks like it's all symmetrical. I quite like it. Quite like it. Here's Njantu now. He's taking up the left-hand side option. Pedro Porro forces him inside. Here's Mendes trying to take on Pape Sarr. Pape Sarr says, not today. Not by far. And we win the ball back. And you give it away again, Lucas Berghvall. Come on, mate. Fucking look where you're passing it. Oh, that's good. Oh, it's nice football for a second there. But Kolo Muani just tries to play in Bentancur, but he was already ruffled by the interaction with Fabian Ruiz. And it gets back to PSG, and PSG get the ball back again. So they're getting a lot more possession now in the last 10 minutes, PSG. A lot more possession, but it's okay. It's okay. Watch the track, Pedro. Barcola. To Kvich. Puts in Njantu. Romero tidies it up. Nice work. Pedro Porro draws a foul. Kvaratskhelia is just all over the place. Sometimes he's coming deep to pick the ball up. Then the next minute he's on the right-hand side. Then he's on the left-hand side. He's just a completely free roll, isn't he? He just goes wherever the fuck he wants. And pops up with some he's such a good player, isn't he? Such a good player. How we could use someone like him. All right. 1 can down. Almost 2 cans down. Quaradonna, Aaron. Quaradonna indeed, mate. Evening, Quatch Duck. Good to see you. Here's Berghvall. Go on, Bergie. Put the ball in nice. Oh, he's giving it. Fucking hell, Berghvall, mate. I like your effort, Lucas, mate, but you got to be better with your passing, bro. Your passing is really, really sloppy at times, mate. Sloppy. You're either overhitting it, underhitting it, or just hitting it with no direction. You've given the ball away like 4 times in the last 5 minutes there now, Berghvall, in decent positions or in dangerous ones. Got to do a bit better. Here comes PSG again. Throw into PSG. All right, I do like... There we go. Go on, Pape Sarr. He's picked him off. And he's found it inside towards Kolo Muani. Inside the box. Oh, he puts it across in the dangerous area, but all 3, Archie Gray and Richie, have all moved up. They've all gone to the sort of towards the goalkeeper, but he's pulled it back and there was no one there. Nice effort, though. A good pick-off by Pape Sarr. This is what we were talking about yesterday. Pape Sarr playing in the more advanced role. He can press. He's got the legs and the energy to press and make a nuisance of himself and then get the ball back in high up positions. Really important and a nice little tool to have. And he just showed it there. It's just a shame that one of the attackers didn't hang back at the back post. FIFA settings stuff. FIFA settings, you know, L1X or whatever it is, where you pull it back to the D. If someone had done that, we'd have had a chance there. We'd have had a chance. 500 people here, guys. Love to see it. Appreciate you all. Please do smash the subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the like button and all that jazz. Does help the channel. Cross comes in towards the back post. Not a problem for Pedro Porro to deal with. Let's go, Richie. What you got now, Richie? Look at Richie. He's full of confidence right now. Full of confidence. He's done really well there. He's laid it off to Pedro Porro, who's launched it forward towards Kolo Muani. And Kolo Muani just sort of gives it up. Easy header there for who was that? Marquinhos, I think, to head it clear. PSG can reset on the halfway line. Fabian Ruiz to Njantu. They're so fluid, aren't they? Like none of them stay still. Like they all occupy different positions at all times. If Njantu comes out, Barcola moves in. Kvach comes deep. Ruiz goes forward onto the right hand side. It's or Vitinha or whoever. You know, it's Neves even maybe. It's just put it through. Ooh! Barcola almost got through there. Lovely little through ball that was, but Micky van der Ven cleans it up, and then our boy Kolo Muani, I think that was, or was it Pape Sarr? He wins draws the free kick. Pape Sarr. Pape Sarr's done all right. I like Pape Sarr in that more advanced role, but Berghvall's got to be a little bit better. Consider the granny smashed. Big up to you, Ginola. Good to see you, my man. Good to see you. PSG pitch is 7 meters wider than Spurs home pitch. Really? Wow. Wow. That's not small. Bayern taking the lead, have they? Come on, the Bayern. Love to see that. The Scum are 1-0 up. Hang on. What are you saying? 1-0 up or 1-0 down? Richie only plays well against PSG. Listen, I'm not Richie's fan. I'm not a fan of him as a player. You know? In fact, I'm not. Well, he did. I'm not a fan of him as a player. But credit where it's due. He's been a bit of form. He's scoring a couple of goals here and there. You know. Now he does try hard, and he is a king of shithousery. So like, there's not like you have to give respect when they're. And I think he's playing well tonight. I think he's trying hard. I thought he played okay against Arsenal. Not that anybody played well, but he played the least shit of all the shitness and scored a worldie. He's a sort of confidence player, isn't he? So you've got to carry on playing a guy that's in form. PSG whipped the ball down the right-hand side there, but he goes out into touch. We're 32 minutes into this game and it's 0-0, guys. I was buying 1-1, is it? Okay. Interesting. It's interesting that Luis Enrique is right up in the stands, like a rugby manager, isn't he? Do you ever watch that in rugby when none of them are down by the touchline? You don't see any touchline activity in rugby. They're all up in the technical box with their computers and headphones and shit. Like a Formula One engineering team. I think it looks good. I think it looks like you're busy thinking about things, scheming, conducting business on the pitch. Let's go, Richie. Lovely touch. Gives the ball away. Does he win it back, though? Does he win it back? He does. He's sliding in, though. He's giving away a free kick there. He might get a yellow card as well. A little bit rash, Richie. You got to be careful there, son. Got to be careful. Yes, got to be careful. He pulled out of it. He did pull out. He's watching my watch-along. It's like Inception. I'm watching you, watching me, watching you, watching me. 33 minutes, 0-0. Don't mind if I do. Don't mind if I do. Tottenham players warming up. Good. Oh, that's it, Jedley. Win that. Oh, he's just giving it away a little bit. We can get the ball back. Go. Get it. Nice. Oh, he's just hit that pass to Jedley King. Tell you what, Jed is putting in a good effort here, mate. He's getting back, defending well, Jedley King. He's got a really tough gig tonight against the fluid, mobile front three. and he's getting back and defending well, but he's also offering a wonderful outlet against Zaire, whatever his name is. Zaire Emery or whatever. Here comes Richie again. Finds Pape Sarr. Pape Sarr turning, no one to turn to. He looks for Pedro Porro, doesn't decide to use it. Pulls it back towards Romero. That's fine. We're going to pull some PSG players out. They're looking to put a bit more press on. Here's Jedley King, much more advanced. This is so much better. Here's Lucas Berghvall, a little bit of space. Take the man on, does he? He tries. Oh, another little flick. It's wonderful. Put the ball back post. Chance for commemorate. Chance for Richie. And Tottenham lead. Tottenham lead. Oh, Richie. Come on. Wow. What a play. Oh, Jesus Christ. What a play. What a play. That was delicious. That was delicious. And Lucas Berghvall with the back heel trick for the third time tonight. For the third time tonight. And Tottenham lead. And I get to do that. 1-0 up the Spurs. Richie, I didn't put the money on him, did I? Once again, I doubted him. What a bit of play that is. And Archie Gray puts a delicious ball to the back post. Very unselfish from Kolo Muani. And incredibly brave from Richie to put it in the back of the net. Kolo gets his first assist. Superb for him. Richie's form continues. We're in business, people. We're in business. Let's go. What a ball that was from Archie Gray as well, by the way. That's just lovely. That is lovely. Come on. Come on. And Johnny is 100% going to be on this channel in about 8 minutes' time. He's already getting the StreamYard link. I'm going to hear it. You're going to hear it in a second. Dunk when the noise when he comes in. Unbelievable. 1-0 up, lads. 1-0 up. Come on now. Smash the likes. Smash the likes. Future's bright. Got to play 2 up top from now on. Look at how Richie and Kolo work. They are working nicely together there, mate. They are working nicely. So be careful now. Be careful. Let's just get into half time. Let's get into half time. Shut up, Njantu. Shut up, Njantu. Look at that head of hair that kid's got. That is some head of hair. What a head of hair that is. Look at that, Kolo Muani and Richie doing it again. Kolo and Richie doing it again. What a lovely pass as well. Here's Pedro Porro, cuts inside. He's looking, oh, he slipped. Oh, he slipped. Oh, that was a good chance and he slipped. But Pape Sarr wins the ball back. Johnny's going to be fucking unbearable. Oh, I love it. I love to see it. This is a lovely, lovely bit of football. Do you know what? I'm really, 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 really happy with this effort. PSG a little bit like lackadaisical. I've got to be honest, their final ball's not been great. For the first 20 minutes, they were fairly stationary in the midfield, but I like the formation. I like the fact that we've kind of we're pressing really hard. Pape Sarr doing really good stuff on the right-hand side. Berghvall's been a little bit sloppy on the left with his passing, but he's had some lovely little plays. He's done the same thing 3 times, and it's worked all 3 times. The little drag back and the flick behind, and it played in Jedley King, and it played in Archie Gray there the second time as well. And Archie, both opportunities put on good chances for Tottenham. The first time Jedley King's cross with his left foot went out for a corner kick. It's nice. We're PSGing them off the PSG park here with little back flicks and tricks. What are we doing? What are we doing? Come on now, be steady. Get into half time. Give us one really solid half of football. Just be solid now, guys. Solid. Back post. Jedley King heads it back. Rid of it. Rodrigo Bentancur. Well done, mate. Well done. Very impressed. Very impressed with this. Very impressed with this. Thomas Frank needed this half of football. It's still a long way to go. Still a long way to go. But some people that are watching this in the chat were saying it's going to be 4-5-0 to PSG. I said 2-1 PSG. You know, might still be, but this is really nice football. It's work rate. The team won it. I mean, Jedley King, Jed Spence. I've got to stop calling him Jedley King. Jed Spence has been like, he'll be shattered after this if he keeps having to put in these runs. He's working a lot more. He's covering a lot more ground than Pedro Porro. Pedro Porro isn't being used quite like Jedley King. Spence is being pulled up all the time in the offense and has to then get back and handle the likes of Cratch. Cratch now is on the left-hand side right now, currently with the ball, about to take on Pedro Porro. He looks back towards Vitinha. Now this is Njantu. And Njantu floating past Pedro Porro. Is he going to get past him? Pedro Porro's watching him like a hawk. And he does well. Blocks him well. And gives away. No, he's cleared it. Well done, Pedro. Well done, Pedro. Clears that well. And Richarlison tries to break with it, but Vitinha wins the ball back. Here comes Kvich now. Cratch goes past Pedro Porro, but you know who's next to him to clear it up? Is Rodrigo Bentancur. We love to see it. We love to see it. Come on now. Just get into half time, people. And then they're going to bring on some of their bigger guns, won't they? Ousmane Dembele. He's on the bench, I think. I know he's come back from injury, though. Come on, don't concede. Here's Cratch's corner towards the back post. Punched nicely from Vicario. Comes and takes care of that one. Slings an arm towards it. And it goes out for a throw-in. Decent punch clear there. Decent. Where was this last Sunday, says Ginola. You know what, mate? It's a fair question. You know, PSG are just as terrifying as Arsenal. Berghvall. We're combative. That's the thing. That's what I said. We've got to win these physical duels. Oh, Kolo Muani with a touch on the inside. Oh, it's delicious, but it's just in between Bentancur and Richarlison. It's just an inch too deep or too high. And now here comes Cratch again against Pedro Porro, who's flipped it over the top. Well done, Tottenham. Get there. Organise. Kvaratskhelia. Here's Cratch again up against Pedro Porro, being terrorised tonight. Cratch whips the ball back post, but guess who's there? Ron Bomb gets it rid of it. Let's go. And Richarlison, strong. That's ours. Yeah, that's it, ref. Richie. Winning the free kicks the way that Harry Kane used to. Just positioning himself. Knows exactly what he's doing. Absolutely genius work there from Richie. I'll tell you what, Richie's really impressed me tonight, this first half. Really has. Him and Kolo, nice little partnership. Nice little sort of connections. I said, we've been doing a lot of tricky little flicks, back heels and inside gigs and 1-2s and all sorts of things. And I don't think PSG expected this. I don't think they expected this. 1-0, Richarlison. Why didn't I back Richie? Maybe I should never back him. Maybe I should go through this. This will become like a ritual now. I'll consider backing him, then say I won't, knowing that he'll score. I'm happy to take one for the team. It's fine. I won't make any money if Richie keeps on scoring. That's absolutely fine with me. Was that a yellow card? No. It's okay. A little bit of skullduggery. What's the ref done there? I don't know what he's done. He's having a crack at someone. He's having a crack at Pape Sarr. Oh, Romero's elbowed him. That's why. Look at the press from the back. It's lovely. We're pressing them nicely, pushing them back to the keeper from a free kick. Look at the work rate of Kolo Muani there. Sensational. He's running down a blind alley, but he's doing it because it's like what we've got to do. Berghvall shifted over to the right-hand side momentarily. See, we're fluid as well. We are fluid here in the midfield. And we're going to PSG and playing with a back four as well. Brave effort, coordinated, a lovely half of football to watch. A lovely half. And here's Richarlison cutting inside, and he hands it back to Pape Sarr. And Pape Sarr plays it back to Romero, who's probably going to play it back to Big Vic. And Jantu's trying to play it forward, and Tottenham playing it round them. That's lovely. That is lovely football. PSG not pressing as a team. One-man press is easy to play through. Do you know what? Oh, that's so unlucky, Richarlison. So unlucky trying to do a nice little 1-2 there with Pedro Porro. It just goes out. But we got 90 seconds or so left of normal time for first half football. And I've got really nothing to complain about. Just a couple of loose passes, You know, a couple of overhits, underhits, but generally the defensive setup has been pretty impressive. I've been underwhelmed by PSG, but let's not talk too soon. Here comes Zaire Emery. Jedley King doing the Lord's work. Really impressive by him. Here's Neves, pulls it back. It's come out to Kovac again. Here's Kovac once more against Pedro Porro. This time, see how Tottenham's midfield are like swarming behind Pedro Porro. That's really interesting. So they let Pedro Porro get on with it, but then 3 players come in behind on the off chance that he gets beaten. I haven't seen us do that before. That must be just a... Oh, chance! Shot from distance, corner kick to PSG. Takes a deflection. That's an interesting little insight there. I wonder if that's a new thing that we're doing. When Pedro Porro's getting one-on-one by Kovac or whoever, then you see the other 3 midfield. Chance for PSG! It's top bins and it's 1-1. Oh, there you go, Vitinha. What a goal that is. What a goal that is. Vicario absolutely rooted to his spot. They've absolutely buried that one, top bins. Nothing you can do about that. That's the second or third. I think Vitinha had the first shot of the night as well that just whizzed wide with the outside of his left foot. That one's top bins. What a goal. What a player. What a player he is. And it's 1-1. 1-1. Look at this again. And Jantu plays it out on the back of the D. We're giving him too much space again. We're doing it again. Back of the D. They just bangs it top bins. Unbelievable. What a finish. What a finish that is. No stopping that. 1-1. That's a shame. It's a real shame. It's okay, though. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Can't stop that. If it's going to take worldies to get past us, then so be it, you know. Absolute worldie. Bit of a shame to finish the half that way. Let's hope it finishes that way at least. Go on, Jedley. I'll tell you what, Jedley's been brilliant tonight. Really impressed with him. And he's put a great ball into Archie Gray. And Archie Gray tries to get past him. I thought he was going to win a corner kick. There, and we get a chance for one last setup. Berghvall's put his foot in. He's going to get a yellow card, and that changes things now. That changes things. He's on a yellow card now. He can't be as aggressive. Once you get that yellow card, it takes your edge out of your game. He knows he's done. It's very late. Very late. We played very well. We played very well in the first half. Let's just see it through now. Half a minute left. Chevalier goes long into Kovac. They're playing long balls now. See, they're not happy. They're not happy about going the normal route. They're going long ball. You don't often see PSG doing that. Kolo Muani wins the flick on again. You know what? He's a lump, old Kolo Muani. He's a target man with nice little delicate feet as well. There's more to come from this guy. There's more to come from him, for sure. 100%. Here's Barcola. Looks inside. Let's not get sloppy now, Tottenham. They're playing it round nicely. And that's it. 1-1. 1-1. Very good. Very good. Very impressed. Very, very impressed with that. Very, very impressed with that. Was I vaping the whole time there? Do you know what? I don't even think about it. Sometimes it's just in my hand and I'm just going... Don't even think about it. It's terrible, isn't it? Terrible. Bamboozle. I apologise. Not a good look either on the stream. Great half of football, though. Great half of football. Look who's in the background. Is he there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hi, Johnny. I was saying, Johnny's going to be on at halftime, guaranteed. He's going to be saying, "Oh, where are you now?"
Listen, look.
Good half, wasn't it?
Right, I've got to say, one thing I've got to say, Glenn Hoddle, I can't bear listening to him. He's so begrudging at everything Spurs do. He can hardly say anything positive about us. So annoying. There was nothing anyone could do about that goal. Whether you pressed them, whether you were holding hands or anything, that was an unbelievable strike. Listen, you asked for pressing. You asked for fight. You asked for positivity. Right? I said to you that they will push Gray into the midfield. I also said that we would have legs And that was the difference. We played with legs. Richarlison pressing from the front was superb. Jed Spence down the left was absolutely superb. He pocketed Kvaratskhelia. They pushed Barcola onto that side. And Berghvall.
It wasn't a back five, though. It was a back four the whole time. It wasn't a back five at all.
Yeah.
You know?
Berghvall having a really good time. Colin Mawani, listen, he lost possession a few times, a few stray passes, but he needs to get into the swing of the team. But
I think he's had a good half, mate. He wins a lot of the. He's a target man. He's got a nice little foot. He was great for the assist. Fantastic, unselfish for the assist. He's given the ball away. Everyone's given the ball away a couple of times. Lucas Berghvall, suddenly mastered the art of a little heel drag and flick, which worked 3 times. Jedley King, unbelievable.
Yeah.
Jedley King has been so good to work up and down that left flank tirelessly like that for 45 minutes. And when he's got to handle Cratch on the or Bradley Barcola, but he's not afraid to get forward and bomb forward.
Well, look at this comment. Right.
Look
at this comment from Alex. This is what you're dealing with. One shot again in the first half. Performance good, but we need to create a lot more and take more risks. Mate, what game were you watching?
No, it wasn't one shot. There was Archie Gray's slip miss-hit shot thing in the first 10 minutes, 15 minutes.
We had balls. We just didn't. Our final ball wasn't good. To say we didn't take any risk is nonsense. We were pressing high up the pitch.
Oh, we're definitely taking risks.
I mean, what are you talking
We're definitely taking risks. I've been so impressed, Johnny. Where was this performance, though? So I don't want. Someone said it in the chat, right? I don't want to hear. Don't want to hear anymore. We haven't got the players. We can do it. It's just whether they want to do it.
Well, look, more legs, right? All the complaints. Why have we dropped Xavi? Why is Kudos not there? All those players, all those people that were calling for that. Stel is probably having an absolute meltdown right now. He was praying. He was probably the only Spurs fan that jumped off his couch and cheered that goal, right? Because he's been giving it all day. Listen, we could easily go on and lose this game 3-1, right? You know, I'm not going to say we won't, but I asked for this. I saw this, and it just shows you with the right players. I don't care what your name is. I don't care if you're Xavi Simons. I don't care if you're Kudos. I don't care what your name is. If you ain't performing, you ain't playing. If you're not committed, you're not playing. And, you know, people said, oh, you're a bit fired up beforehand, whatever you're smoking. I just felt that young legs with Pape Matar Sarr, Berghvall, and Gray and what have you, and Mawani. I like the way Mawani and Richarlison.
Yeah, lovely little partnership. It's nice, mate. Look, he has given the ball away a couple of times. I think Richarlison's been lovely. I think he's really, really in a nice vein of form. He's connecting the dots. His passing's been relatively good. There's been a couple of passes where where everyone from the midfield forward have given the ball away. Like Berghvall's given the ball away 4 or 5 times unnecessarily. But I'm nitpicking to be complaining. I'm not complaining at all because I think it's just been energised. The press from the front, playing Pape Sarr in a more advanced, allowing him to get forward. This is what we were doing at the start of the season, putting Pape Sarr in a more advanced, allow him to get up and press from the front. PSG don't like it, mate. And you know what? Towards the end there, before that goal was getting in, they were going long. They were giving the ball back to Chevalier and were taking go long. The only person that's been a major threat for them, Cratch is just difficult, isn't he? Because he's just everywhere. They've got this everything's interchanging all the time. Like that Jantanu is a 9 that's coming left, and Cratch is 1 minute he's on the right, next minute he's on the left, and Barcola just in. It's difficult to keep an eye on them. But I tell you what, I think our fullbacks have been pretty good defensively, trying to keep them at bay. I think it's been fairly impressive.
Listen, we are playing PSG away from home, right? Okay, and we're giving a good account of ourselves. That's what you asked for, okay? That's what you wanted. That's what I wanted, and that's what you're getting. But you know, could I ask for more? Not really. I don't think. Final ball into the box could have been better. There was a couple of moments where, you know, Berghvall had a rush to the head. Mawani could have done better. What I like about Mawani, as I said before, when we sign him, he can play through the middle. He can play off the right. He can play off the left. He can come deep. He can play.
Yeah, he's having a good half, mate. He's had a good half. There's no one that's had a bad half. There's no one that's had a bad half. Archie Gray
has been absolutely superb, mate.
Yeah.
Superb.
The amount of he'll be shattered because, like I say, when you've got to get back and defend against the incredible flexibility of that PSG front line, and then when you can break, you do break. That drive that he did, where he drove the ball like 75 yards, and he tried to cross it with his left foot, and it was going to go into a decent position. It was just a well-defended block.
Can I tell you, he's been practicing and working harder and harder on getting forward, even though it's his not natural position, getting forward and getting the ball in the box. Even though he's more right-sided, he's obviously resounded himself to the fact for Spurs he's going to play more on the left.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I wonder whether or not there will come sort of 65, 70 minutes maybe, whether Destiny Udogie will come on.
Yeah, probably. And that's fine. He will have earned his breather, mate, because he's worked fucking hard, fucking tirelessly. And I think Pape Sarr playing more advanced, mate, has been, and like, we have to, and by the way, I was just looking back at the highlights here. I like the way Archie Gray and Berghvall are interacting. I think that they have a little bit of chemistry. They're kind of figuring itself out. Both of them playing off the left-hand side. I still can't really figure out what the formation is. I think it might just be like I don't know. It's a left-leaning kind of 4-4-2 diamond, but it's been pretty good. I even criticised Bentancur quite a lot this week, but he's been fairly good.
You can't deny
it. He's been good positional. He had a good game. Let me just play this. Oh, go on. Sorry, Johnny. Go on.
I was just going to say, I've said this and I got slaughtered because I went on Last Word of Spurs and called him the Professor Frank, because what I used to see was I would watch Brentford in the early days and say, oh, they play this system, and then go and watch them in the next game and they played a system that was nothing like the system I played before. And that's the thing is, I don't know what system he's playing some of the time, because it always seems to bloody change. And, we're sitting here. I thought he was going to go 4 tonight. I said before the game, it's not an after the horses bolted. Said I thought he would go into the middle of the park, Archie Gray. I think he's done very, very well. I think they've all done very well.
I think you said it was going to be fluid, right? You said it was a back five that would be fluid. But to me, like that, as soon as you saw the team sheet,
well, Archie Gray would go into the middle, and you said, "What you mean a 4?" And I said, "Yeah."
No, but like for me, it was obviously a 4. It was going to be a 4-4, a 4 diamond, a 4-2-2-2, or 4-1-2-1-2, whatever. But listen, I like the team up the top, Johnny. I like the 2 men. It's a nice way of playing. It's just a fucking shame that we haven't done that in other games in the Premier League.
Can't look behind. I'm not going to look behind. I need to look forward, because what's gone is gone, and I can't change it. What I can do is I can look at what's positive here. This is a season. This is a project that needs to move forward and progress and get better. And we can't keep looking behind us. So, what went wrong? We all know it was a shit show. Chelsea was a shit show. Bournemouth and Arsenal. And, I said to you, for me, if we can take some positivity out of this game tonight forward, whether it's a fantastic performance and a loss or a draw, I'll happily take it.
Yeah, of course. Listen, 45 minutes of football left after the break, and anything can happen. We could go on and win it. I think we're banging the game, by the way. We are banging the game. Dembele is their big threat, right? But Dembele obviously is he's just come back from injury. Johnny, let me just quickly do a couple of super chats, mate. We got Adam Gill. Big up to you, mate. He says, for a manager that doesn't like his team to take long shots, we don't half concede a lot of long shots. Yeah, look, listen, it is what it is. If you want to be hypercritical, you could say that once again we're leaving the area around the edge of the D open. But listen, it was a worldy shot.
Unbelievable strike, mate. Well, what do people want? It hit the underside of the bar. No one was stopping that.
Well, unless there was a man that was there to protect the edge of the box. But it's a worldie. It happens. You're going it's not like it's nitpicking to sit there and complain, in my opinion. But I appreciate the super chat, Adam, very much indeed, my man. Thank you very much. Chris Robb has said, "What's got into us? Richalison looking lively, mate. Richalison is very, very impressive tonight. I really enjoyed the way he's got the space though to do it. The midfield, like PSG's midfield, haven't really been pressing us. Like Tottenham play better when they're given a little bit more freedom to manoeuvre. When we're getting pressed at like within an inch of our life, we struggle a little bit under.
He's been pressing, Sean. He's been doing the pressing. I'm saying
that when we are getting pressed, PSG haven't pressed us, but he's been pressing. Pape Sarr, play him in a more advanced role, mate. He can cover so much ground, and players don't like it. And then it allows you to get out. It allows you to for the whole team to move up the pitch. You know, it's really, really. I'd like to play PSG every week if we could, mate.
Oh, mate, do you know what? Like, I've been singled out because, you know, I stood up for Richie because I knew, but, you know, he's got to carry on doing this. But his numbers suggest that he's a better player and he's a better contributor than a lot of fans are giving him credit for. You know,
well, he's a confidence guy, and when he's in a purple patch, then good things happen. Like this happened a couple of years ago. I still think that Tottenham need a lot better than him. I really do. But
going forward,
but look, like it is what it is. I credit where it's due. He was the best player in the Tottenham shirt against Arsenal. Scored a worldie. He scored again tonight. You know, he's our top goal scorer this season, and he's got a moment of magic in him, mate. And I wouldn't be surprised to see him put a second goal on. Sonny is life says, big up to you, Sonny. Says better performance than I expected, but in honesty, PSG look a bit off it. I think that's a fair comment as well. PSG don't look like they're really at it.
Can't win. Listen, Sean, you can't win, mate. You can't win.
No, it's not. It's a fair observation, though, isn't it?
It's just listen. I will take the positive, guys. Right? If people just want to look for the negative, would you be happier if they were 4-0 up and they looked unbelievable?
No, come on, mate. There's no need to throw to be not you personally, but there's no need to not at least acknowledge that PSG are not like at their very best at the moment.
Why is it that PSG are shit and we're not? We haven't had a good half. I think it's a balance of the two.
No, we have had a great half. We have had a great half. We played very well, and I think part of the reason why they're not playing very well, PSG, is because we're putting a lot of pressure on them. I don't think they expected this from us, you know. But I think at this, like PSG are a little bit, you know, look, they're getting the ball out wide a lot. I think our fullbacks are doing very well with the positional sense. I like the fact that when Pedro Porro is 1-on-1 against Kvach, 3 other players like Sarr, Bentancur, and one other kind of crowd behind Kvach, just crowd behind Pedro Porro on the off chance that that he beats Pedro Porro's. I have nothing to complain about. But I think that to sit there and say that PSG are at their very best is probably disingenuous as well. Marek, again, big up to you. Thank you very much. He says, great effort. Love the way we play. Don't want to hear anybody saying that our players aren't good enough. 2 times this season, we put a fight versus PSG. 100%, mate. This is my thing. I think if set the team up correctly, get the team motivated, and we're a fight. We're a chance in a game.
You ask for fight. You ask for passion. You ask for commitment. You ask for effort. And we had it in 45 minutes. Unfortunately, 45 minutes does not make a full 90-minute game of football.
Of course,
but let's see what happens in that second half.
Players are coming out.
They're coming out, right? So I'm not coming out, right? I'm going back. Guys, keep the super chats coming for Sean's show. Let's see. Let's be honest, right? If they keep playing like this, you might have to pile a few of them in.
Appreciate you, Johnny, mate. Enjoy the second half, buddy. Enjoy the second half.
I'll be back, as Arnie would say. See you later.
I'll see you, mate. See you later. See you later. See you, mate. As expected, Johnny a little bit fired up. Point to prove. Point scoring. You know, he's got some things he wants to say. I think Johnny's been feeling like he's been under the heat for quite a while or whatever. You know, because he. This is the thing, you know. Like if you're getting it if you took a stance and then you're on the receiving end from people who have a problem with you having an opinion or whatever, they come after you. Then when you get the chance, if you go back at them, then they're going to come back at you double time the next chance they get. You know, so you kind of it both ways. You either embrace the heat, embrace the madness, or you don't. Hernandez is coming on for PSG for Nuno Mendes, forced into a change, moving a bit more attacking on the left back side. I love Lucas Hernandez. I think he's had a bit of problems with some private life stuff, but he was a player that I. Oh, hang on a second. Let me. Are we off? And we're off. We're going again, people. We're doing it again. 45 more minutes. Can we get into this game again? Can we get a second goal? Let's go. Sync the clocks with us if you're watching this. If you just joined us, come and sync up. And Let us know. Thank you, everyone, for the super chats and stuff, by the way. You are all very, very cool. We are 45 minutes and 22 seconds. Am I ahead of you? I don't know how I can be. I can't change. Can't change it. I didn't stop the clock. There you go. No, we're 45:28. Here's Micky van der Ven on the left-hand side. Looks up. Puts a delicious ball. What a ball that is, by the way. It's unfortunately, it's not quite strong enough. Here's Lucas Hernandez, first touch. And it goes back to Chevalier. And there's Kolo Muani doing the pressing again. And Richarlie doing the pressing. Look at Jedley King pressing up high. We're continuing the press. And you love to see it. And Bentancur wins the header. And Tottenham I tell you what. That falls just slightly. Look at Pape Sarr again. And he's won the ball. Well done, Pape Sarr. This is what I'm talking about. Why can't we press like this? Ball comes in. Richie not quite there. I tell you what, this press is uncomfortable for PSG. No one likes the press. The only thing that likes a press is a shirt. You know? No one else likes to be pressed. Apart from a fucking work shirt. Got to do more of it. Got to do more of it. Let's beat them, boys. Let's beat them. Let's go. Sean, keep the positive energy up, mate. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. What's my beer doing? It's Zaire Emery. He's knocked it out. And Tottenham win the throw. They're rattled. Decent start from Spurs, second half. No change in energy from the boys. Therefore, no change in energy from the fans. Let's go. Bet Lubo's having a great time. And whoever put in Lubo, Lubeau, French Lubo. Sensational. Corner kick to Tottenham. Corner kick to Tottenham, and Marquinhos has been absolutely bodied with the ball there in the face. He's been absolutely smacked in the face there. That's not going to have been nice. Oh, fuck. I tell you what, he might be concussed there a little bit. He might have a concussion. No, he's saying he's okay. Berghvall over sympathising. He knows the feel. He knows the feeling. He knows the feeling. Yeah, I don't know why Spurs stopped pressing either, Big Lebowski. No idea. Get in there, Jedley King. Come on, Micky van der Ven. Get me my 40 quid. Get me my 40 quid. If Micky van der Ven puts this inside the back of that score bag, then I'm going to get some Chinese tonight. Late dinner. I haven't eaten. Pedro Porro. Dangerous area. Oh, I'll tell you what, that's a fantastic corner kick. And the boys knew exactly where to go. Flicked over the top. Who heads that over? That Marquinhos. Yeah. Oh, no, Pacho. My bad. Come on then, Tottenham. I can't believe the pitch is 7 meters wider. That's actually like a lot. That is a lot. Back post to Richie. Another corner. Chance! Oh, it's in the bar! Chance! Yeah! Oh, not given. Oh, is it given? It's given! What a goal! What a goal! Colo, Muani, Colo. Let's go! Let's go! Come on, the Spurs! He didn't celebrate. It's coming. Richarlison's won that header. I don't know how against Hernandez. Archie Gray's flicked it on. What a goal that is, by the way. Richarlison's done so well. Archie Gray's flicked it on. It's almost hit the bar. And Muani's just rattled it home. It did hit the bar. And then Muani's rattled it home. Fucking come on! Let's go! Change the scoreboard, Butler! Change the scoreboard! Fucking hell! What are we doing here? What are we doing? What a start to the second half. Just what you need. Just what you need. That is just what you need. Oh, it's brilliant. Now settle down. PSG are going to get rattled. They're going to open up. We can pick them off. We can pick them off here. Come on then. Here's Berghvall. Here's Ruiz. Neves. Zaire Emery. Vitinha, score of a worldie. Oh, PSG are rattled. Cracks can't even trap a ball. Let's go. Let's go. Love it. Tel will eventually apologise. Listen, here's what it is. Oh, it's lovely from Pape Sarr. And look at that from Berghvall. Oh, it's just delicious. Go on, Jed. Go on, Jed. Do him, son. Oh, he's done really well as well. Oh, Jedley King. That is sensational. Win that, Berghvall. That's lovely football by the midfield there. Lovely football by Pape Sarr and Berghvall. The youth. Look at that young, centric midfield. Sarr, Berghvall, and Archie Gray. Unbelievable football there against one of the best midfield threes in the game, in the business, at their ground, in their gaff. Here he is again, Pape Sarr. Here's Jedley King. Wins the free kick, does he? No, ref's not giving it. Fuck that, ref. What are we doing here? Here comes Zaire Emery. Whips the ball in. It's a good chance. Oh, it's been absolutely ridiculously badly taken there by Bradley Berghvall, and Spurs get away with one. He's got a free header on the 6-yard box, and he donks it over the top. Should be 2-2. 100%. Here's Zaire Emery again. They're going to have a bit more possession now, you can feel. Tottenham are going to try and protect a little bit. But I don't think we should change our game plan too much, you know. I don't think we should change our game. I think we should be compact, diligent. But it's only when... Oh, we go. They whipped it back post again. Edge of the box. Vitinha again for the second time. He's going to try one. And he's put it in 2-2. He's done it again. Another worldie, for fuck's sake. He's done it again. Wow. What a goal. What a goal. Vitinha can curl him with his right foot or his left foot. It doesn't matter. That guy is ambipedal. See, they pull it back. They're pulling it back. That's what they're doing. They're pulling it back to the back post. We've got to be aware of that. Vitinha shifts his weight. That's unbelievable. Benson Cord's an inch away from getting that. Top bins, 2-2, game on. What a game of football, by the way. What a game of football this is. Absolute cracking game of football. God, that man is he's unbelievable. Unbelievable player. So good. Come on, Tottenham. Steady Eddie now. Steady Eddie. Mwani, another one he wins. He wins them all, does Colo. He's very good in the air. I'm not sure if he's getting pressed on it. Or was that Pape Sarr maybe? No, I think that was Colo Mwani. Here's Njantu again. Not been great. Here comes Lucas Hernandez. Njantu whips it in, back post. What you doing there, Vicario? You're flapping at it, mate. And here comes Zaire Emery. Jedley King trying to push him back. Well done, Micky van der Ven. Wins the free kick as well. Perfect from Micky. Micky just got aggressive then. He was like, fuck this. I'm not letting this happen again. He steps up aggressively and wins the ball. Fantastic from him. But we have to pay attention. Lee Kang-in's coming on now. He caused us trouble. And this is the thing. They're going to do exactly the same thing as they did last time. I've got to change the scoreboard, haven't I? Fuck's sake. All over Richalison there. They're going to get to the byline. They're going to pull it back. And it's going to happen again. It happened 4 times against Arsenal. It happened 2 times against this lot last in August. And it's happened twice tonight already. We have to be a little bit more diligent with that because it's templatable. I even said it after the Super Cup. I actually said after the Super Cup That is a templatable thing. You get deep, you pull it back, edge of the area, and then trouble happens. We've got to be better with that sort of thing. But listen, you can't be everywhere all the time. And it was just a worldie of a finish. Both goals, absolutely stunning. What a player he is, Vitinha. Is he Portuguese, Vitinha? Can anyone tell me? Anyone know if he's Portuguese? Yeah, he is, yeah. 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 God, he's a phenomenal player, isn't he? Right, now, interesting now. Do we settle in and try and hang on? I don't think we can. I think we've got to play our football, you know? I think we've just got to carry on playing for it. Go for it. Go for it. Whatever happens now, there's no complaints. There's no criticism. If we lose 3-2, if we lose 4-2, if we win 3-2, 4-2, 3-all, whatever, 2-all, I've been impressed enough to walk away from this with our head held high regardless. But I still think we're very much in this game. I think we can nick a winner as well. I really do. I think Jedley King is absolutely. Oh, look at him go. He's turned him here. Go on, Jedley. Whips it across. Oh, it's just not falling to the right man. There's Bentancur with a shot. Oh, he's banged it over. Not bad. We're still in this game and we're still going for it, boys. We're still going for it. Boys and girls, sorry. Boys and girls. I'm sure there's some females watching. No fear. Nothing to lose. Fuck it. Keep pressing them, says General. 100%. 100%. Might need to make some changes on the 70th minute because there'll be some tired legs out there from all that hard work. You know, imagine if Dane Scarlett came on and wins the and wins it for us. Legend stuff. Yeah, I don't care, Sean. I don't care. He says if we lose, if we put this effort in every game. Yeah, but if you put this effort in every game, you're not going to lose every game. You're not going to lose every game. You know. Like this is PSG. You might lose against PSG, but if you work this hard every game, this has to be a catalyst. This effort, this has to be a template, a precedent. You can't go from this and then not show up and not do the same thing. We now know what this team is capable of in terms of work rate, in terms of a tactic that works. I don't understand why we've abdicated the press for the last sort of 4 weeks, 5 weeks. Unnecessary. If we played like this in Bodo, we would have won. You know, we could have been a lot better off than we would have been in that game against Monaco. We didn't press in Monaco, and we were just hounded all day. You know, unbelievable stuff. This is. Don't forget to smash the like, guys, if you haven't already. Appreciate you. Appreciate your support on the channel tonight. Don't lose that ball. Don't lose that ball. Oh, no. Lost the ball. Oh, no. Oh, it's 3-2. You lost the ball. You lost the ball. Pape Sarr gets picked off. And Fabian Ruiz puts it in. 3-2. Oh, it's happened again. Was it Colo that lost the ball or was it Sarr that lost it? I think it was Sarr that lost the ball. He got picked off by a press. As soon as they start pressing us, we crumble. Fuck's sake. Too easy. That was just a mistake. Romero gives the ball to Pape Sarr and he's picked off and then it's just easy. They might have to look at that and see if that's a foul, by the way. They might have to look at that and see if that's a foul. I want to see that again. I want to see the tackle again, please. Not the finish. Fuck the finish. Show me the tackle. Show me the tackle. You've got to show off the tackle again, please. They're just having a look, are they? No, it counts. I didn't even see it. Can we not see the challenge again? For fuck's sake. Okay. Oh, don't come on now. Come on now. Let's not fucking forget what we're doing. Sloppy. Oh, Vicario's just banged it long. Let's not regress. Let's not fall apart. Come on now. Come on now. We've been very, very good for an hour. Uh, 7 conceded in the last 2 games. He's a good defensive manager. Were you just waiting to come in and say that? I haven't seen your name once for the last hour because we've been playing well. And as soon as we go 3-2 down, up they come. I mean, the first 2 goals, obviously you can criticise the defensive play of leaving the edge of the box. And that's become a thing with Tottenham. It's definitely become a theme. But the 3rd goal was just a mistake from Pape Sarr and Romero. Canyon Lee's got a bloody lip. It wasn't Sarr. Who was it? Oh, I see what you're saying, Romero. Yeah. Well, both of them, right? Both of them. It was a daft pass. You're right. It was a daft pass. Put him under pressure. Should have just banged it long. Look at the left. Look at Pedro Porro. Look at Pedro Porro. Oh, you got to find Porro. You got to find Porro there. Got all the space in the world. Oh, Quatcha just dribbled through us. Oh, they're turning it up a gear now. They're turning it on to another level. Come on, Tottenham. Stay in the game. Stay in the game. That's the problem with doing the press, right? It's exhausting. So you tend to tire in the second half. So you just work so hard. Like I'm sure Jedley King's running out of space, running out of steam a little bit. He's worked bloody hard as Jedley. Mm. Come on now. It's got to find the second win, guys. You're going to be tired. I get it. We're pressing really hard, but people are going to be tired. We need another 10 minutes out of these guys, out of the midfield, and then we can maybe start making some changes, get some fresh legs on. It's just concentration, though, isn't it? Concentration just kills you. Play that, Romero. Oh, you've given it away again, Ron Bomb. What are you doing, mate? You're overpassing it. Is Jantantu? Oh, fuck. What's Pedro Porro done? Sliced it out for a corner. Ooh-wee. Oh, get rid of it! Rid of it! Rid of it! Oh, for fuck's sake! Oh, that's so sloppy. That is so sloppy. Our heads have gone here. We've lost concentration. We've lost concentration. That's fucking sloppy. That is. Oh my God. What are we doing here? What are we doing there? Ugh. Look at this corner kick. It's sloppy as you like. Sarr misses it. Oh, sorry. Spence misses it. And then it falls in. And then, he's just, there's 4 Tottenham players around him. Benson, Sarr, Richalison. None of them pounce. And fucking Pacho pounces the first. Was it Pacho? He pounces first? For fuck's sake. That is sloppy. That is unnecessary. 2 goals. 2 of the goals I don't think you could do much about. The other 2 goals were just poor. Poor. Jesus Christ. Now what do? You go for it or do you... He's done it again. Oh. Is that Vicario's first save today? Can I tell you what? He's been flapping from corners. Was that Kang In Lee? Who was that? Fabian Ruiz. Falling apart there, haven't we, a little bit? 3 goals in 15 minutes conceded. Need to just calm down. Fuck, you just forgotten what you're doing. Like, the heads are dropping a little bit, I think. The heads are dropping. You know, they were up for it at 2-1. Well done, Pedro Porro. Decent, strong header. Got to pull out, guys. You got to get out. Fucking hell, Vicario, mate. You like, I don't rate Vicario at corner kicks or anything. Well done, Archie Gray. Well done. Big, strong man. Good lad. That's our ball. Good boy. Kick that away. It's a yellow card, you little prick. Yeah, that's what they do against PSG, against us, right? They're shooting from distance, but Xavi Simons coming on, is he? Yeah, I fucking called for subs earlier than this. I said we've got to get some subs on. We're tired. We're looking tired now, looking leggy as hell. We've spent all our energy in the first 60. And now with 2 goals down, 2 sloppy goals, by the way, unnecessary. Like that's not really on Thomas Frank. That's on player concentration. Like that's for me. That's like you're either focusing or you're not. You're either paying attention. You know, you can't. Well done, smart. Cut that one out, Pedro. No chance to. Here's Cratch coming at us again for the umpteenth time tonight. Coming at us again. He's gone past him this time. He's won it across. Look at Vicario. Fucking nowhere, bro. Vicario, mate, you're all over the place with your positioning. You turned your back on the fucking ball then. Gee whiz. Gee whiz. Ugh. What's Johnny saying? Did I bet on Richie to score? No. Yeah. Ooh-wee. 4-2. Smashes it up the top. Pedro Porro, no one there. Yeah, Tottenham. The gas has come out of Tottenham's tank here. We're on empty. We need some subs. We needed them 10 minutes ago before this fell apart. I said it. Need subs. If you're gonna press like this for the first 60 minutes, you have to freshen it up. Unfortunately, the damage is now done. But I don't know who's on the bench. I'm trying to think who's on the bench. You've got Xavi. You've got Ben Davies. You've got some kids. Luca Williams, Barnett, Dane Scarlett, Tylen Thompson. Oh, it's a lovely ball. Lovely ball towards Lee Kang-in, but Pedro Porro cuts it out and comes across. But look, Tottenham players are walking now. We're just hitting the ball long. Well done, Richie. Still fighting for the cause. Gives the ball away. He hasn't got the support. Yeah, heads are dropped. There's a bit. The pep has left our step, as they say. The pep has left our step. Slot will be sacked before Frank. What's the score in the Liverpool game? Yeah, they've had 5 shots on target, and 4 of them have gone in. Yeah, I've got to be honest. Vicario's not had a good game. I don't know if he can necessarily have done too much more with some of the goals, but like he's having a bit of a wobbler one. Like he just feels a little bit wobbly with the ball when he's getting whipped across the box and that. He doesn't really feel like he's commanding his box again. 3-1 to Liverpool, is it? Colin Mawani's got a chance here. Colin Mawani scores 4-3. Holy shit! A mistake from Vitinha. Unbelievable, guys. We're back in the game. Colin Mawani. Holy shit! Oh, he's done very well, and he stuck it in. Just want to remind everybody that my man Stelios Tritios. That Spurs 5 banter. I'll be putting that one out on tomorrow night's show for sure. We're back in the game, guys. We're back in the game. Can we lift our spirits? Imagine if we get a 4-4 here. Can we get a 4-4? Let's go. Let's go. Wow. Wow. Game on, boys. 20 minutes to go. And girls, game on. What a game. What a game. Palini's coming on. Mohamed Kudus, I forgot he's on the bench. He can cause a bit of damage. Oh, we got fresh legs and valuable legs as well. This is what I'm talking about. The game is not done. Just don't concede a 5th. Let's go and get a point. Let's fucking do it. Let's go and get 4-4. I said to you all week, I hate points. I hate draws. I hate them. The only thing I think a draw is good for is for holding paperwork. But you know what? To take it today. Oh, shit. Here comes... Oh, Zay Emery. What a challenge that is from Romero. The bomb of the bomb. Rat-a-ta-ta. Let's go, Richie. Hold that ball up, son. Hold that ball like a baby. Oh, he's just giving the ball away. He's gone back in the game. Back in the game. 4-3 away at PSG. You can't complain about this. It's been a cracker. It's been an absolute corker of a game of football. Tell you what, I really enjoyed watching this one with you lot. Really enjoyed it. Make sure you tune in next time. Tune in. I have to go downstairs and get a beer in a minute, but I can't. Do you reckon I could call Bugsy? Do you reckon if I went Bugsy? Here's Quatch again, back on the right-hand side, up against Archie Gray. He walks himself through. Oh, it's a chance for them! Oh, what a challenge from Romero. There's shots for a handball, and they've given it. It's a penalty. Oh, for fuck's sake. He's given it. Yeah, his hand is up. For fuck's sake. Penalty. Yeah, it's a penalty as well. His hand's right up. It's never going to be overturned, that one. Gee whiz. What you got for me, Vicario? What you got for me, Vicky? Right, if they score this, I'm going to run downstairs and get a beer. So I'll be right back. Subs are coming on. Might be too much damage now. How do we get back into the game like that and then just give it away? You can't concede 5 goals in a game and expect anything from it. They're giving it to Vitinha for a hat-trick, are they? Come on, Big Vic. What you got for me? What you got? No, it's in. 5-3. I'll be back in a second, guys. Okay. 5-3, yeah? Five, 5-3. Sean getting told off. No. Here's Kudus. Kudus on the pitch. Ball get whipped in. It's a lovely ball. Oh, it's a lovely ball. Lovely ball. Spence keeps it on, does he? Not quite. Not about that. Oh. What's his name's coming on? Ousmane Dembele. Ousmane Dembele. What a player. 5-3. He's a defensive manager. What's going on? What is going on? Dear, oh dear, oh dear. Well, it's been a great game. It's been a great game. Been a fantastic game. What's happening at Liverpool then? Are Liverpool losing badly? Are they to PSV? Fucking hell. What's happening in the Arsenal game, by the way? Sean, your wife says, I swear more than you. Is your wife sitting there watching me watching a game of football with you? What are we doing here? Hello, Mrs. Minier. Apologies for the foul language. No. Women generally don't appreciate foul language. Men don't mind it so much. Get on that, Kudus. Get on it. Nine goals conceded in 3 days. Fix the foundations. Yeah. Oh, dear. Oh, dear, oh, dear, oh, dear. We're going to keep going. We're going to see what's going on. Let's just go for it. Fuck it. Oh, just swore again, didn't I? Sorry, Mrs. Minier. Let's go, Jedders. Vicario pings it long. Out wide to Kudus. Takes it down deliciously. Pedro Porro tries to link up with him. Ref doesn't see a foul. Pedro Porro has been bodied. Sean, can you call out Johnny as Hoddle was spot on? What's he spot on about? I don't. I haven't heard. Listen, Johnny. I'm not calling out Johnny on anything today. He's in one of those. He's in a mood. He's in a strange mood, Johnny. You know, it'll be interesting to see what his full-time take is. Because now we're losing. You're going to have the Frank outs. You're going to have the Frankins. It's going to look. Listen, tomorrow. Tonight, tomorrow, we're going to carry on. By the way, it's a full time. I'm going to put the link into. Johnny's going to come on. I think maybe Connor's going to come on as well. There might be some other people coming on. I'll get some other people's takes on the game. I think you've heard my take for most of it, so let the boys come on and say what they got to say. You know, I just think it's been a fantastic game of football. You know, and as I've always said to you guys, those of you that have watched me for a long time, if you're not going to win the tournament, at least be entertained. And this has been a really entertaining game. It's been the first game I've really enjoyed for a long time. But you can't help but get frustrated with the chaos at times and the lack of. Well done, Pape Sarr. Really well done there, Sarr. That's really good from Pape Sarr, by the way. Here's Kolo Muani on a hat trick as well, by the way. Is he on a hat trick? Yes, he is. He's on a hat trick and he's on chance. Oh, it's coming! Oh, it's in the bar. He's got out for a corner. Wowzers! Pedro Porro does a spin hit. It comes off of Lucas Hernandez and it's tipped over by Chevalier. Tottenham have got a chance here. If we get a goal, if my man Micky van der Ven puts his top bins, I'm still getting my Chinese takeaway with the 40 quid that I'm going to earn from £2 on 20 to 1. And we're back in the game. Have you ever seen a 5-all? If we could do this 5-all, it'd be one of the greatest ever. It's got whipped in to Polinia. Chance for Pedro Porro, hits it nicely. Back at the edge of the area. It falls back out towards Bentancur. Tottenham have got a chance to cut back in. Let's go, Kudus. Take your man on. He pulls it wide, whips it back post. Oh, it's over the top. Too heavy, too hard. Kudu. And here we're bringing out Xavi Simons. We've got a triple change coming, guys. Triple change. Destiny Udogie for Jedley King. Kolo Muani for Xavi Simons, I think. And Pape Sarr for... who's the third? Odebear? Pape Sarr for Odebear, is it? Yeah, it is, yeah. Odebear. Interesting. We're still going for it then. We're going for it, guys. Suppose you might as well, right? You might as well. So Pape Sarr, I think he's had a really good game, but he was arguably responsible for 2 of those goals, but he wasn't solely responsible. The first one was with him and with Romero. Bad pass from Romero, suicide pass from Romero. And the second one, he was the closest to it, but there was 2 or 3 different players that all could have potentially reacted quicker than Pacho did. Pacho's a centre-back, remember. Here's Kudus again in the centre circle. Comes deep to pick the ball up. Udogie gets it going. Where's Xavi Simons sat? Xavi Simons is in a 10 role. Odebear's also. We've got double 10. And here is Odebear. Odebear down the left-hand side. Take your man on. Take it on. Have a shot. He's had a shot. He's gone out for a corner, has it? Oh, he's just pulled it wide. He's gone for a... Oh, he's done nicely, though. He's just pulled it, though. He's just pulled it. I like the confidence, though. I like the confidence. Let's finish the game strong, guys. Finish the game strong. Come on. No surrender. We go down swinging. This is the sort of football that I want to see. Listen, like I said, I don't mind if we lose, if we play well, especially when we're in a team that's in transition, that is playing in tournaments that we're not going to win. You might as well have a go. And like the Tottenham fans won't be. I'm sure the Tottenham fans will applaud the team off tonight. And I hope they do. I really hope they do. I hope they give them a good old applaud, because it's a valiant effort against the top team with some world-class players. And it's like, I think we have to use this as a foundation, right? Yeah, you dust yourself off, take the bitter with the better. You know, this is, I think, oh, here we go. Here's Fabian Ruiz looking up. Fabian Ruiz has got space. Whips the ball back towards the centre circle. Oh, it's a good one to Ousmane Dembele. Puts it in. Oh, it's well defended there. Don't know how he did it, but Micky van der Ven somehow finds a way. Here's Mohamed Kudus. Pass the ball. Kudus, you've got to pass it there, mate. Kudus, you have to pass it there. That is evidence of your selfishness, bro. You have to pass that ball there, but instead you decided to take it on yourself. That's a shame, and now Tottenham are back under pressure again. You know? Here's Zaire Emery looking deeper. Ooh, almost gave it away there. Gonzalo Ramos. I didn't realize he came on the pitch. He was offside anyway. Super chat from Chris Robb. I didn't say thank you, Chris. Big up to you, mate. It was a few minutes ago. Kolo More Iwani. I like that. I like that a lot. I think Kolo Moani, 2 goals and an assist tonight. He's got to use that as a catalyst, right? Was it just because he's playing against his old team with a point to prove? Or is it, you know, the grass, the green shoots of something that we can work with? He's been very good. I thought Richarlison's been very good. I generally think the team's been good. The second half, we've just come up, we took our foot off the gas a little bit, ran out of steam, and then just some sloppy positional sense that has really cost us. But that's what happens, right? When you're playing against a great team, you have to be at your best for 95 minutes. And if you're not, then you end up with being punished. Being punished. Big up to you, Chris. Thank you for the super sticker, mate. Liverpool losing 4-1. Fucking hell. What has happened to them? What has happened to them? Gee whiz. Yeah, Kieran, I agree with you, mate. I don't want to hear this bollocks like we haven't got the players. I don't want to hear it anymore because we have. I've never listened to it. I've always argued with people that tell me we can't do any more than we have because we haven't got the players. We've gone toe to toe tonight with PSG. You know, in their backyard, we set the team up correctly. The team had energy. We were the better team, I think, in the first half. They clearly were the better team in the second half. But you know, when people say we can't, you can only expect a draw against Wolves or whatever. Like, sorry, I'm not hearing it. Conceding 5 means you haven't got the players, Ian. That doesn't. It doesn't. We're not changing our backline anyway. Like, if you think our backline needs work, you'll be waiting 3 years for that to be fixed. Let's go, Odebear. Let's go, Odebear. Finds it into Kudus. Kudus, what are you going to do? Goes himself. Look for a corner kick. Whips it in. Xavi Simons, only one there. Romero puts it back in the box. Cleared. Bentancur. Come on, guys. Just get a fourth. Make it one of those ones to remember. Whips the ball nice to the middle. Richarlison's there. Wins it. Lands it. Goes up early. Oh, Romero. Just throws a boot out. Take that one down, Micky van der Ven. You've given the ball away. I'm going to get launched on here if you're not careful. Palhinha's going to get a yellow card. Palhinha's going to get a yellow for that. They're playing advantage. Here's Ousmane Dembele. There we go. Chance. Corner kick. Lucky. Micky van der Ven gets back. What a great game of football, though. What a great game of football. Well, we're above Barcelona in the group table. Fucking shame, though. Real shame. I thought we had them for a little bit there. I genuinely thought when we went 2-1 up, I was like, we got a chance here. But to concede late at the end of the first half and then to come out and score early in the second, for me, shows decent resilience. It's a nice mentality because you could think, oh, well, if you got, let's deal with the corner first. A chance for them. Oh, they with a head up, cleared by Richie. 4 minutes of injury time. We lost the battle today, but I think there's a hell of a lot of positives to take from the game. A hell of a lot of positives. I'm really not angry. Not even frustrated, really. Let's come on now. Rid of it. Well done. Well done. An unfortunate penalty to give away. Oh, what a ball that is. Got on that, Chavy. Go on, Chavy. Oh, he's been elbowed in the face. Let's have a look at that, please, ref. Been elbowed in the face, hasn't he? Look, fell over a bit dramatically. Oh, that's an absolute disgrace. He's absolutely thrown his elbow out there. Absolutely thrown his elbow out. That's got to be a red. Am I saying that's got to be a red, isn't it? He's not. He's doing this, and then suddenly he goes, "Whoopsie! That's dirty as you like." It's too late to help us. That's a red card for me. That's a red card. If they clear that, I'm suspicious. He's a dirty player, that Lucas Hernandez, by the way. He's got form. Yeah, they're going to the bottom. Get him off. Get him off the fucking pitch, you dirty little shit. Apologies, Mrs. Merinier. Too late to help us, though. Too late to help us, but dirty. Dirty. Dirty, dirty git. He doesn't want to give it. He didn't want to give it, though. You can see on his face, look on his face, he was like, He didn't want to give it. He didn't want to give it, the ref. See that look on his face? The ref was like, Fuck, cheating little git. That ref didn't want to give it. Thank fuck for VAR. How did ref not even see it? It's all day long, it's a red. Get off the pitch. Come on, Tottenham. Finish with a bit of... Give us a little bump up here. Give us a goal now. Give us 7 minutes. 7 minutes of injury time or something. 6 minutes of injury time. People will say, "Oh yeah, but you might have scored 3 against PSG, but they were down to 10 men." Nah. Dirty bastard, says TTID. He's done it again. He's done it again, that Harry Kane, you dirty bastard. Fucking hell. Come on then, Tottenham. Oh, there's 4 minutes. 4 minutes of injury time is done. Let's just finish. Let's just finish. Vicario, unbelievable. Don't know how the ref missed that one, by the way. Don't know how the ref missed that one. It's got to be at least another 3 minutes now on the injury time. Go on, Shabby. Put in top bins. Shut everybody up. Over the bar. No good. No good. Should we break the bank for Vitinha? Mate, he's not leaving PSG to come to us, is he? He's a world-class player. He's not coming to Tottenham. Yeah, stupid, wasn't it, Warren? I agree. Has to be perfect. If you want perfection from that sort of distance, you give the ball to Richalison in open play. He sticks it top bins. Come on in, Tottenham. Just get a fourth. Get a fourth. Be the first team to have gone and put four at PSG for a while. Yeah, we scored 5 goals against PSG in our last 2 meetings, you know. Not bad. Not bad. Go on, Kudos. Nah. Oh, he's done well there. Corner kick. Corner kick. Last chance for me to get my 40 quid. Last chance for me to get my £40. Come on, Micky van der Ven. Top bins. Top bins from Micky. 40 quid. The Chinese takeaway is still on, ladies and gentlemen. It is still on. Whips it in. Balls over the top. Oh, just giving the free kick. Proud of the first half, says Carlson. Then way too sloppy. No. The Chinese is off. The Chinese is off. Good game of football. I'm actually tempted to give him a little bit of round of applause there. Well, that might sound cringy, but I actually thought it was. A really good effort. Really good effort. Just need to tighten up some of our decisions at the back, and and go from there. But the best performance I've seen from Tottenham for a long time. First half was very, very good. Where do we sit now? We sit 16th, I think it is. 16th in the league, is it? Beans on toast it is, says Destiny. Beans on toast it is. Let's get the stats up and have a look-see. Smash the like button, guys, if you've enjoyed the video, the show so far. Hit the subscribe and all that jazz. Let's I'm too close now. Cracking game. Really enjoyed it, actually. Really enjoyed it. Let's have a look at the stats, shall we? What are we doing here? All right. So 13 shots to 11. 7 versus 5. On target, 64% to 36%, as you'd expect. Very few passes. 236 passes all night. 80% pass accuracy. We have to improve on that, right? We have to improve. Look at that, 93% from PSG with 561 passes. Right, this number needs to be closer to like 88, 89, 90 for me. Unless you're just banging the ball long all the time, then maybe you can get it down low. But we weren't. We were playing good football. 14 fouls versus 9. Is it on the screen, by the way? Yeah, it is, yeah. Yeah. Look. Really good effort. Let me see. Let me get the. Let me see if I don't know if Johnny's going to come back on this one. Is he? Maybe doesn't want to come back on at the moment. Go on. Anyone want to come on? Right. Very disappointing finish in the end, wasn't it? Very, very sad finish in the end, guys. But I thought Tottenham played really well. I thought Pape. Let me start with the back. Right? I think Vicario for me. In fact, let me get the sofa score up. Let's have a look at the individual stuff, shall we? Tottenham versus PSG. Here we go. Look at that for a second half of activity. Is it on the screen? Should be on the screen. It's not on the screen. Of course it isn't. I'm a donut. Here we go. Attacking momentum. We had our moments, didn't we? We had our moments in that game. I'm really impressed. But there was that body of work there. This body of work from PSG. As soon as they got their equaliser, this little period here was just where the game was killed. And then obviously the penalty, unfortunate. I don't know what Romero can do about that. They say in natural position, right? But if you're sliding in, you're running like this and you slide. I don't know how you slide like this. I don't know how we're not doing the fucking luge, are we? I mean, what's going on here? Where is he? Connor, there he is. Hello, Connor, how are you doing, buddy?
Very well, mate. How are you?
Yeah, I'm all right. Well, I was impressed, mate. I was really impressed, to be honest. I thought it was a really, really good effort. Lots of decent. Hi, Eugene. New Gene, as we know you now. Good to see you. Really impressed. Just saying, I don't know how like the penalty. I know the penalty was kind of a muchness, but I don't know how you're supposed to keep your hands down if you're sliding in aggressively. You're not doing the luge, are you? On like the Winter Olympics, like you're gonna slide like somehow with your hands up. You know, Connor, what was your thoughts, mate?
Yeah, I mean, on the handball, to be honest, I think the handball rule is just a bit of a joke. For me, like it's inconsistent in the Champions League versus in the Premier League. That one, you can see why it's been given, but to me, it feels a bit nonsensical. And he hasn't intentionally handballed it. I know that isn't a rule, but in my mind, that should be the way the rule works. But overall, I thought first half, I thought we were fantastic, brilliant. I thought, again, the goal was a bit disappointing, but I think Richalison, someone who I've been super critical of, I thought he battled really well. I thought he linked up quite nicely with Mwani. Won free kicks to relieve the pressure. Berghvall, Sarr, Gray all did well. Second half, obviously, we're just masters of our own downfall a little bit, which was a bit of a shame. But I think overall, really good performance. And I think Tottenham fans have been desperately calling out for a level of intent and aggression and going for it. And you go to PSG and score 3 goals away from home. You have to give some credit, I think.
Yeah, a lot of credit. Eugene, welcome to the show, my man. How you doing, buddy? What was your overall takes, mate? I mean, no complaints from the first half, right? For most people, I would have thought.
I mean, honestly, I'm pretty happy with the performance. I mean, that's all I've been asking for. Show some intent, show some energy, actually give the other teams a game. I felt like Frank set up well, and actually I was happy to see the kids play. My ultimate test is this weekend. If I see again double pivot of Bentancur and Polina this weekend, like it means Frank has not learned his lesson. I want to see some legs and some energy in the midfield. I don't care if it's Gray, Sarr, or Berghvall. We saw a big difference. And I mean, our individual mistakes have been killing us like in the last couple of years. Romero with a shocker. That's why he's a very good player on his day, but his bozo moments sometimes, just as a captain, as our best player, you cannot do that.
Sorry, Eugene. Hang on, Eugene. Yep. Sorry, can I just stop you there 1 second, mate?
Yep.
You play football?
A little bit. I used to.
Right. Okay. When you go in for a tackle, mate,
he's not talking about that. He's not talking about that. He's
talking about
the goal. For the first goal. The first goal.
Because I think, Johnny, you mentioned the chat
the third goal.
That you thought it was Sarr's fault. I felt like Romero put him in a bad situation.
That was Romero's fault.
That was Romero's fault.
He should know better.
Listen, I think Sarr has to stand up and be in that the position. He was looking for a free kick and didn't get it. I think in the Premier League, he probably had got a free kick because he's gone through the back of him. But hey ho.
They didn't really show it back. I was sitting there going, I want to see that. I want to see the replay, not the goal. I saw the goal 3 times, but I want to see a close up of the challenge because I don't know if he got the ball. It looked like he just clattered into him.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But Vicario also could have got rid of it as well, couldn't he? I mean, Vicario could have got rid of it. Then Romero plays a poor pass, and then Sarr is not strong enough. I think it was a bit of a catalogue, but it was a bit of a shame because I thought Romero actually was pretty flawless in the first half. Everything he did well, and he was progressing the ball well, and then has that moment. The handball was not his fault in my view. I think that's just
like one thing that's bothering me, and like maybe you guys can answer that, and that's on Frank for me. Why in every single game we give opposing midfielders just so much space to take open shots? It's happening game in and game out. Like Vitinha had amazing finishes, great finishes, but he was wide open. And
no one's stopping that, though, Eugene. No one's stopping that. They were two left foot.
Yeah, but if you don't get the shot happen,
I'm talking about the space that we give the midfielders just to take free shots, open shots.
And he bent it round Bentancur, don't you? Yeah. So it wasn't like an open goal where he just had acres of space. He bent it round the player, right?
Yeah. Did you think we were too deep? I mean, I thought our midfielders were too deep and just giving him that open space to shoot. I don't know. I have to watch it again.
No, I agree with you. It's exactly the same thing as what happened in the first game against PSG in August, and it's exactly what happened against Arsenal as well. We leave that D unattended. Eze scored a hat trick of those goals. Vitinho scores 2 tonight.
Yep, exactly.
Kang In Lee scored 1 in August, or 2 in August that way. We have to.
You know
we
what
have to
game as
be
well
more-
it happened in, Sean? That Bayern Munich pre-season game. It was dreadful for that. If you remember the goals that were.
Yeah,
basically-
100%. That was the same thing as well.
It's a bit of a Frank thing, to be honest. I think he had it at Brentford a little bit, whereby
Again,
quite a lot of the goals Brentford conceded were from the edge of the box. But the only thing I would say, I don't think the ones tonight were as bad as the Eze space, right? You know, that Eze got against Arsenal, because tonight you have to go, well, fair enough. They have got very intricate midfielders that are good at picking up space and playing the ball on the edge of the box. But yeah, I think it's something we need to watch. Hello, Perchy.
those two again.
Well, hello.
Jack, come on, mate. Come on, let's have some positive. I was waiting.
Listen.
I actually thought, Jack, that I thought we would have Stel would be here because he was just jumping up and down on his sofa every time they scored. And I just think that there was so many positives tonight. And if you come out of that game and all you can find is criticism, you need to give your head a wobble.
It was a good game, Johnny. I agree.
You've asked for an uptick. And when I look at the fact that Man City and Liverpool have both been beaten at home by average teams,
Yeah, it's fair.
this is a good performance.
Nobody can complain about the performance. I agree.
Look, what I'll say on this, I think, look, people will already, there's that in the chat earlier that we were doing the watch along, the criticism for Frank. What I will say on this, everyone asked for Thomas Frank to change it up, play the likes of Berghvall, play the likes of Gray, play these sort of players in the game, right? And do you know what? You've got to give credit where credit's due. In Sarr as well. I thought we were positive. I thought first half, I thought we were really in the game. I thought PSG didn't look as good as I was like, whoa, I was expecting they're gonna cause trouble with us today. I was impressed. I was impressed with Kolo Muani. I think Johnny's guys. I thought we looked good today.
Sorry, Perchy. Do you mean this Kolo Muani?
Yeah.
Can we pull that up? Hang on. Tomorrow, that is coming in. Tomorrow,
of course it is.
Has Stel asked for a thumbnail yet? Has he asked for a thumbnail yet? Because we didn't win a game of football again. No, but look, what I will say, look, I think people need to realise, I think I've heard already in the chat we were doing is 9 goals in the last 2 games. Well, we're playing against the best team in the country and the best team in the world. We have to contextualise that. I thought today, energy, I think the key bit, everyone today told me, I just want to see a performance. I want to see something. And I thought we showed a performance. I thought Romero, for me, defensively, he's made 2 mistakes that have really killed us. Sarr for the corner, I thought, let us down. Look, maybe you could argue that was a bit harsh, but Romero for the first one in the second half, I'm going, you can see the press on Sarr. You've got to be the one to understand that danger and go long. He puts Sarr under pressure. Sarr's got to be stronger, but in his defence, he can't see that press happen. I mean, what I will say, I'm critical of Vicario, but for that first goal, people saying he's got to get to that. I thought that first goal was an absolute.
Who said that?
What are
That's
you
crazy.
talking
That's
about?
mad.
So people going, Vicario's got to get closer. I'm sorry, I'm looking, going, it's an absolute rocket.
Yeah, I think the only argument would have been that, I think, as Eugene was saying a minute ago, that there has been now. I think Connor agrees as well. There is a bit of a precedent. Good teams have figured out that when Tottenham sit a little bit deep, the ball gets whipped back to the edge of the box, and then they have too much space and too much time. And then if you put the ball at the foot of a world-class player like Vitinho, who can hit the ball with equal composure with his left or his right, then no chance for Vicario's getting to it. But there's a chance that Bentancur can close it down. There's a chance that Pape Sarr could have closed it down, and they didn't. They were a little bit too late to that, sloppy.
I disagree.
But strikers don't score against us.
I disagree on the first one. The second one, you have probably an argument on the second one. The first one, he hits it first time. Like, you can talk about closing down all you want. I think we have to just take credit where credit's due on that goal. Is an absolute.
It was a world class.
The second one, I'll give you it. I think you've got to close down that second one a lot better. But the first one, I'm not having anyone blame us on that. That's just, you've just got to go, do you know what? That's a worldie. And that's what I saw from it.
But just in general, Percy, when was the last time a striker scored against us? I think in most games, midfielders are the ones who are scoring goals because, again, we're so deep.
Yeah.
Like, we're just giving them space to shoot.
You can argue that, but PSG have got arguably the best midfield in the
Oh,
world.
they do, for sure. For sure.
I'm not being funny. Like, Vitinha, for me, I thought was the best player on the pitch by a mile. He was, I watch him, I'm going, that's, you know, when everyone talks about our midfielders and what we want, that's the level of player I want to see at Tottenham.
Someone in the chat just said, "Can we just go and like break the bank for Vitinha?" I was like, I don't care how much money he's got. He's not leaving PSG.
He's not leaving PSG, is he, for Tottenham?
No chance. Know your place, Susie. Let me ask you. What did you think of the game? How'd you get on?
Yeah, I thought it was a really good game. I actually thought Tottenham. I think that they
blame the Prosecco. Blame the Prosecco. We went full Sean on the watch along today.
Oh no!
Susie just kept pouring me alcohol.
Another one bites the dust. I've turned so many people into raging alcoholics since in the last year. Johnny's now a red wine merchant. I mean, you guys. Who else was on the show earlier?
They did try. And I think especially everyone thought PSG was going to like really spank you guys.
People before the game were saying 8, 9, 10 nils, weren't they? Before the game, I didn't think we deserved to concede that level of goal.
I was impressed with Archie Gray. Like Archie Gray was good. Berghvall again. He makes mistakes, but energy was there.
Lubo's going to have a party tonight.
Oh,
Lubo is going to have an absolute party tonight.
Can we talk about Jed Spence, right? Yeah. Because everyone's talking about everyone else. Jed Spence, there's a reason. Now you know why he started ahead of Destiny Udogie tonight. He was unbelievable. Commemorative could not get a look in. He absolutely locked him up in jail. He also made some fantastic gut runs. The first half down that left-hand side, second half where he tried to cross it with his right. I think we were really unlucky. I mean, on another night, things could have gone for us. But the link play between Kolo Muani and Richalison, I know there's a lot of hate for Richalison out there, but listen, he was still going 90 minutes, still jumping, winning balls. Yeah.
He's a great target man. He's a fantastic target man. He's got a lovely
agree. The ironic thing tonight as well, after we've, Frank's been bashed with it over and over again about XG. We actually won on XG tonight, even with PSG having a penalty as well.
Hang on, it's PSG. Had it been Burnley, they would have been going, but it's Burnley. But just say, but it is PSG. Look, I'm going to go to bed happy, but I know we're not foolish. When it comes to next week, when it comes to the weekends,
I think he means
it's all going to be about Fulham. And this will count for nothing if we don't beat them.
And as I said, the setup against Fulham, I want to see Frank learn his lesson if he's going to go more attacking against Fulham. I want to see what he did in this game against Fulham, or at least some aspects of it. That's going to be a big one for me.
With that game, this is what I meant earlier on when I said to people, by at least getting stuck into a game. The first half, we wanted to play. You could see the players were trying. Second half, I think we lost that game on Spursy moments, basically. 3 of them goals, we didn't press them. We gave him open shot. Great goals for the shot. But 3 goals we give away on a Spursy as we do. But you can at least say we got stuck into the game and we tried and got beaten by the better team. Against Arsenal, we were totally spineless. No bollocks on it. Nothing. At least we actually got stuck into a game.
Wait. Dan. Sean, there is a little Arsenal bitch in the chat. Can you ban him? Because he's just, going mental. Yeah, correct. SZN or whatever.
I'm gonna talk him.
Yeah, like no need for guys like that. Like,
hey, Dan. Bye-bye. The opening minute where it looked like the ball was going out and Richalison never gave up on the ball and managed to head the ball back into play for Archie Gray to have a go, which ended up with the goal. We came out with the same intensity in that second half when we went 2-1 up.
The better team won. Simple as that. The better team won. Yeah. But the thing is, the biggest letdown you can say on that is we gave it to them on a plate with 3 goals. I thought Romero was absolute.
I think we made really poor mistakes, but I don't think it's on a plate.
Which is giving it on a platter, right?
Which is giving it on a plate. That's exactly what I just said, Perchy. 3 of them goals, we should have pressed them, and we didn't. Romero was absolutely shocking tonight. I'm starting to think
he had a mad second
This
half.
is why Romero, for me, is not a world-class player. He turns up and has 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10 games, and then he turns up and does 2 out of 10. He's an inconsistent player. Yep. He's not world-class. But at least you can say we tried. Yes, we lost it on Spursy moments, give them away 3 goals, I think. But at least we put some effort in. At least players were pressing, going for the ball. Against Arsenal, from the minute we came on, we just stuck back like a bunch of bitches. At least we actually tried. I can stomach that. I can stomach that loss. Yeah. I thought we were going to get smashed 5 or 6-0.
Only thing is the subs were too late for me.
Yeah.
They were too late. I was calling them on the 60th minute. I said they're getting leggy now. Like when there's a consequence to doing the press like you did. Like it means that your second half you're gonna gas out.
Talk about Xavi's body language again.
What I will say, everyone says.
Sorry, one second. What was that, Johnny?
What is wrong with Xavi?
He came on in the 88th minute. What did he do wrong?
He didn't come on in the 88th minute.
Xavi? He came on late, didn't he? 85th minute or something?
He didn't come on in the 88th minute.
Did he? I think come on like very late, wasn't it?
He got elbowed in about the 90th minute, 89th minute. He came, he stood on the sideline like a face like fucking thunder, right?
If you wanted to play, I'm sure. If he was annoyed.
If you want to play
after that elbow, I bet he has got a face like fucking thunder.
Listen, you got to turn up in training. You got
84. He came on in the 84th minute, so he had 6 minutes.
Yeah, I'm just saying, there's a reason why, Sean. Obviously, right? Look, he didn't start at the North London.
Johnny. You're coming at angles. The last couple of days, you're coming at angles.
Hang on,
you're coming with a Xavi angle. I was noticing it.
Forget the agenda. Mate. There's no agenda, right? If you want to be playing, you got to work your bollocks off. There's a reason why. I was at Leeds. I was at Everton. I saw moments with all of those games where things are going wrong. And he's not blaming himself. He's not tracking back. Same when he came on against Arsenal on the weekend. He lost the ball and he didn't even bother running. Richarlison's giving him pelters. There's a reason why. I don't know what the reason is, but there must be a reason why in the 84th minute, it had to wait to the 84th minute. I agree with you guys. I thought he'd be on in 60th, 70th minute. Yeah. Why was he not on?
He should have brought him on for Berghvall.
I agree with Johnny.
I don't understand.
Something is going on for sure. Something has to be going on.
He'll start against Fulham. I bet you.
I think he starts.
He'll start on the weekend. I think, to be honest, he rotated tonight because he rotated Kudus and Paulinho as well because I think in Frank's mind he saw Fulham as the big game actually, and then we ended up playing well, right? But
do you reckon he's dodging him for the more physical games as such? Do you reckon he's dodging him because one thing he ain't is physical at all in any means?
But PSG is not a physical
team. If anything,
but I would say Fulham will be more physical than.
Yeah, I was going to say Fulham are much more physical side than PSG.
Yeah,
I think for me, everyone sort of says that I defend Frank to the end. I think the one criticism I will say today. Subs of do you know what you don't realise? I have the power here, so I will go full like dictatorship if you start blaming me. I'm joking, by the
way. It's Perchy's fault. He gave away the goals.
What I would say though is I think the manager's got to look at those subs and the second they went 3-2 up, that's when you've got to make the change. You've got to go and say, do you know what, we've got to do something here. The second they get their 4th goal, whether or not
too little too late.
It kills it. And
did you like the formation tonight though, guys? 4-2-2-2. I think we all settled on the end. In the end,
was that how it was played in the end?
Yeah, I think it was because it was clearly Bentancur and Gray were deeper for the most part. Yeah. Clearly, Berghvall was on the left hand side of Sarr for the most part. And obviously, Richie, and because we were all guessing beforehand. Is it a back three? Is it a back five? Is it a 4-1-2-1-2? What the fuck are we doing here?
I thought he was starting on the back five.
I really like the 4-2-2-2. I think it's a really nice formation. I think we should do it more often. If we can get the same effort and the work, I don't think it's got merit.
Yeah, by the way, the speculation of the formation was really great. I even seen like someone saying it was. It was. I've seen someone theorizing that it was a 4-2-3-1 with Porro on the right wing. So like, I've seen everything today before the match. So.
It was 4-4-2. It was. Look, I think the one thing what I will say, one thing that everyone criticizes Frank that he doesn't change it. The one thing, at least he's trying to find the fit. The one
he tried to do the 4-2-2-2 against Chelsea. And then his plan went out the window in the third minute because Berghvall got concussioned, right? Yeah. But if you're going to do the 4-2-2-2, you need to have Berghvall on the pitch because I don't know where Berghvall found those backflip, those like drag and flick things. They were lovely, delicious.
One thing I'll say about Berghvall, for me, on the watch long, we were saying that I think his pressing game is brilliant. I think he's one of the best pressers in our team. But what the boy lacks in passing, he needs to be better.
You get nothing at the end, do you? On the final third.
I think that's like a game time a bit as well.
Maybe, but what I'm saying is his pressing game today, I love that.
And his off-the-ball movement as well, running down the channel.
The second he gets the ball in a dangerous area, I'm going, okay, get a good delivery in. And then the pass is weak. And I'm going, it's so frustrating because I'm going, I can see something. And I've always said this, but everyone thinks I hate young players, and I don't. I look at Berghvall, I go, there's something about you I like. He needs to improve. If he improves his passing, you've got a player in it. But I think
I've said that enough times, Patrick. I've said many a time.
Just quickly. Sorry, guys. Sorry. What's going on in the chat?
I got it.
Just Gunnar spamming, great.
I don't care if Arsenal fans are in there. If they're spamming, just time that.
I don't care either, right? They won against Bayern. Kudos to them. But if they just keep talking shit, then
thanks for scoring.
But I think today showed Kolo Muani turned up. And I think
I think he. Why did he get taken off? Why?
I suppose the game was done, and he's worried about.
The game was done, and to be fair to him, he worked his absolute backside off today. I thought he was brilliant today.
If it weren't for that PSG player, what's his name, who scored the goals, I personally think Wane could have got man of the match there.
I agree. I think Vicario was the best player on the pitch, but I don't disagree with that. But Kolo Muani was involved in everything today. Everything positive with us today, he was involved in.
But Richalison actually was decent.
It's always a game, though. I always say that with a player. There's always like a performance or a game that you go, that could spark his career now with Tottenham. Now, I want to see more from him because I know Johnny loves him to bits and stuff. But I'm on the fence with him at the moment. So I'm like, well, is he a flash? Is this going to be a flash in the pan, or are we going to start seeing the Kolo Muani that PSG in the end, ironically, signed for nearly 100 million?
Let's find out, because it might have just been the fact that he's playing against his old team and was motivated.
Back at his old place.
Any thoughts, Eugene, I'll ask you, mate, any thoughts from on Richarlison's performance tonight? Are we seeing Richarlison? I'm not a fan of him. I don't know the person, but I'm not a fan really of the player. But I've got to be honest, he's a purple patch player, and he's in the middle of a purple patch right now.
I have an agenda against him, and I always will. I don't care what he does. But
that's just fact, okay.
But hey, I'm self-aware.
Me and Eugene agree on, by the way.
Hey, but tonight he looked pretty good, and I'm thinking if he's going to look better as a second striker, if there's going to be somebody to support him, because alone he's lost because he has no tech, he can't hold the ball up. But as a second striker, when Muani is there, he looked pretty decent. But actually, I'm wondering who else in the Prem plays with two strikers. I don't think many teams do. I want to see it.
Yeah, to follow up on what you just said, right? I think one of his better games this season was the Super Cup against PSG, ironically, also, where he played in the two with Kudus, right? Is there an argument? Maybe. I felt we played 3-5-2. At least I felt like we did, right? But
we did.
Kudus and him were up top, right? And is there an argument to be made? Of course, the sample size is really small, but maybe there is an argument to be made that he's two up top striker. Like, he needs he needs a different guy. He needs a different guy to take the like the focus off of him, because whenever we play him as a lone 9 up top, I think he just sucks us. Like he doesn't have the physicality to fight with the defenders, and I don't know, like I think it gives him space and more like time on the ball. If he's just immediately someone near him, he always goes to the ground or just loses the ball. So maybe there is an argument, but we need to see it more, right?
He's not a good player.
Is more
by the way, he's a shit player. I'm not. I'm not in any sense.
No, I agree. But
like,
one thing I will give Richarlison, and I've always said it with him, even though I think he's fucking goddamn awful, he's one of the players we have that at least tries. And he does try. He's one of the more. He's one of the more consistent ones. At least putting the effort in. You haven't got to be a good player to turn up for a game. You can be shit, but you can still try it and get stuck into that game. Not just sit off the game and just get totally pants down like we did with Arsenal and fucking bottle it. He does get stuck in and try. I thought Gray had a good first half and then just got totally lost in the second half, same as Berghvall. But at least we've actually seen a good 45 minutes off him now.
Yeah,
but second half, I think he got lost in the big game.
To be honest, I think he's had a couple of decent cameos when he has played. When he came on load, I think he changed the game. I think
he's good on the ball.
There's a huge amount of development he still needs to be ready. You know, I think we're all on the same page on that. But I think
that's why I think he should be on loan.
There's a player in there. There's a player in there for sure.
But that's why he should be on loan and getting consistent games, not a game here. Or
I mean, I make this point quite a lot. You know, when people dig out the young players, I feel like it's misdirected anger. That anger should be at the way the football club's been run. We shouldn't be having to rely on Odegaard being our starting left winger. It's not his fault. He's our starting left winger. Actually, he's a good young prospect.
But he's in the team.
But fans are critical of them because he is the starting left winger, and that's not his fault.
But if you're in the team, if you're in the team, as far as I'm concerned, your age don't matter. I will grill you the same way that any other player. The thing I will give a younger player,
but they should
when
be
you can see it's a lack of.
Point.
No, I agree with you. The thing I will let off the younger players is when you can see they've made a mistake through lack of experience as such. But if they're playing crap and you paid 40 million for them, they're going to get grilled the same way as someone who's been playing for 5-10 years in the team. If you're good enough for that, be picked in that squad. And get paid 80 grand, I'm going to grill you the same way and look on you the same way as the others, but cut the slack when you can see its lack of experience.
100%. Yeah, look, I completely agree with you, Dan, as well. But I also agree with Connor as well. I think that the team, there's players that shouldn't be getting as many minutes as they are.
No, he's right.
They're then being judged. Let me just get a couple of super chats quickly, guys. Ada Coys, big up to you, mate. Thank you very much. He says, support from the US. Appreciate you, buddy. He says, what is the one change from the team you want to see the most this season? What is the one? You know what? It's a good question. I'll come back to that one. Just I'll let the panel answer that in just a second. We'll go round table on that. Then you get the other ones that are less conversational. Appreciate you though. Totspurs 63, member for 26 months. Big up to you. Over 2 years, mate. Thank you very much for your loyalty, Totspurs. He says, okay, a better performance, but if we are 2-0 down on Saturday, then the meltdown will be insane. Still not good enough, in my opinion.
Wow.
It's definitely a lot better, though. A lot better. I mean, I don't know, Tot Spurs. Listen, I appreciate you very much, mate. And its opinions are opinion, right? Opinions are going to opine. But for me, it's far better than what I was expecting tonight. So I'm really not going home, going to bed disappointed. I'm disappointed maybe with how it finished, but I'm not in any way angry or frustrated. I'm surprised at everything. So many positives, buddies, for me. But you're right. You know what? A loss is a loss, and what happens on Saturday now is we turn our attentions to that, and that's the big deal, isn't it? The big question. Appreciate you very, very much indeed. And then we've got one from Big Blaine, Super Spurs TV. Big up to you, Blaino. Thank you so much. He says, Susie, sorry, but I checked your man's phone. He's been chatting me and Sean up too much. Big up, everyone. Expected nothing tonight, but pleased. Frank's set up to play this way from now on. Yeah, I think most people will feel that way. There's definitely going to be some people that are going to look at the result or maybe come at it with an agenda or something. But for the people that are in the moderate, haven't necessarily got a hill to die on, I think most people would see this as a massive upswing in output this evening against the best team in Europe, or at least the European champions. So,
not if you want Frank out.
The world.
That's what I mean. I'm saying I think there's a few people, there's a section of the fan base that will come at it with their agendas, right? So But for the average, for the moderate fan in the middle, I think that's a massive thing. Thank you so much, Blaine. And as far as Susie goes, Susie, you got anything to say? You going to check his phone?
Ignorance is bliss.
That's a good answer. I like that one.
That's a great answer.
Obviously, it's good for you, mate.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Fair enough.
Johnny, where are all those the other, was it, hang on, what's today? Wednesday. Yeah, yesterday. There's been all these people saying, like, what have I got against Dane Scarlett? I said, I've got nothing against Dane Scarlett, but he should be starting tonight. Tonight, he should have been starting, right? This is before the team was announced. Colin Mawani can't play. Richarlison's the worst striker to ever play for the club. There wasn't one or two people. There was loads of people.
Oh, Johnny, in the chat, mate, in the chat, when we were 2-1 up, it was all positivity. Then we went 2-2, and I started to see some new names that hadn't really been in the chat that lively before.
Waiting.
Oh, waiting, and then we went 3-2. Suddenly,
yeah.
Hey,
everyone wants to come in. You know, but they want to remind you of what they said yesterday. If it's,
I just want our club, even if it's a player that I don't rate or particularly like, I'm over the moon. I'm delighted if he goes on and scores a hat trick, scores a goal.
Yeah.
Right. And I honestly, you know, this thing about Xavi Simons, I hope he turns it around. I hope he becomes a top player. But we should all want the same thing. But I'm just amazed. However, even if I don't like a manager, I'll always be over the moon for the win. But there are genuinely Spurs fans out there in our community that would rather we lost or rather we didn't get the result just so that their agenda can fit. I'm happy.
Mate, of course, it's human psychology, right? The people want to be right.
No,
and sometimes if being right is because is also aligned to negative thinking, then they'd rather negative things happen so they can say, I told you so. Because people's egos are more important than things that are outside of their control.
If you love your club and you love your football, surely the factor just the win should be the overriding factor. You'd think.
You think so? But listen, you have to remember, Johnny, there's 8 billion people on this planet. And in the Tottenham fan base, right, the only underlying common denominator
8 billion and
one together tonight is the fact that we support Spurs. If any one of you supported Southend or Chelsea or anything else, we probably wouldn't know each other. So therefore, there's a lot of donuts that you're going to come across that are just not going to jive with you because the only reason you even know they exist or they know you exist is because of the reality that you just happen to support us, say, the same team. You know, that's just the way it is. Let me just finish these off quickly. Phil Coy's, big up to you, mate. Super sticker, choo to you, Phil. Very much appreciate that. I want to ask this question because it's a really interesting question. I'll go around the house. Anyone want to take a first stab at this? What is the one change from the team you want to see the most this season? Anyone want to have a first crack?
Easy one for me. It's no more Bentancur in double pivot. That's me. And yeah,
no more who? Bentancur?
Yeah, no more. Now he's reaching my the level that I dislike Richarlison.
The Benton threshold.
He's getting there. Not personally, I'm sure he's a great guy, but on the pitch, he doesn't have the legs anymore. His passing range isn't there. It's just, I don't want to see him. That's my change.
He's very up and down. He's like Romero. He's very up and down. I've seen some very good games off him this season. I've seen some poor games off him. You don't really know what one's going to turn up, and that's exactly how I look on Romero.
The problem is when Romero's not in the team, though, as well. I mean, this is my slight worry with Saturday, with Fulham, with us having more of the ball. When Romero's not in the team, we do really struggle to progress the ball because we don't have anyone who can pass the ball through the lines. He does pass well from the back, but again, you just don't know what one's going to turn up. 1 minute you get a 10 out of 10 game for him. Next minute, you get a 2 out of 10 game for him. That is why I can't class him as world class. And Bentancur, obviously, he's not on the same level as they class Romero, but I feel the same with him. There's games I've seen of him this season where I think he's been very good. And there's other games you see of him and he's been pretty poor.
I mean, if he plays the 6, then maybe, but him and Palhinha together is a no-go for me.
You think that's too defensive, too far back?
I think.
I'll jump in quickly. I think the biggest change. I think the question was the biggest thing you want to see change. You've got to go and play a midfielder. I think we're crying out for a Ruben Neves style player in that midfield. I think
that's not a change, mate.
games like this, it's all well and good having players that can press, but we need midfielders that can pass the ball. And I think you noticed that today. Look at the difference of their midfield compared to us. And I know it's a massive gulf in class, but Vitinha, Fabian Ruiz, and Neves were just unbelievable today, passing wise. I think that for me is the only big difference, and you can tell today in midfield.
All right, Michael, you were coming up next, weren't you? What's your change you'd like to see?
Yeah, before that, I want to comment on the Bentancur Palhinha stuff, right? Sure. I think individually they are the best midfielders we have at the club, but I don't think they work together, as ironic as it is, right? I think they are too much of a same player. So when you put the two of them in the team, you just have two guys doing the same job. And I think I like them when they don't play with each other, because I think when they are stuck together, they do the same role. They are the sixes that do the destroyer job. They just want to kick people, take the ball off them, and pass it to the other guy. And I feel like if you have two of them in the team, I don't think we seriously struggle when it comes to anything progressive, right? And yeah, people say that Bentancur is the most progressive player we have in the team, right?
Only Saba says it. No, he's not.
I mean, the stats
actually
say the stats technically say it, right? But progressive passes, whatever goes forward, right? I think that the magic is that it has to be like a couple meters forward or whatever, right? So you can pass to the side just slightly in front of you, and this is a progressive pass, right? So people really need to watch like how the stats are categorized, right? But I think just to give a different answer to what you guys said, I think one thing I would like to see changed is the left wing. I think we really need to take some pressure off of our right wing. I think if we had a guy not necessarily similar to Kudus in terms of just a creator but not a goal scorer, but I think we need to have a focal point on the left side so that teams have to focus on both of our wings instead of just trying to shut Kudus down, right? And I agree with Perchi that an 8 is needed, but for me personally, I would even put the winger as a higher priority than the number 8. Right? But obviously we need both, right? But for me, it's more about the winger at this point. I think we need a goal scorer and someone to just be the focus of the opposition, so that Kudus has more space. Strikers have more space.
Needs to learn to fucking pass the ball quicker than he does, though, mate. Because even when he came on tonight, he had the chance to slot through Pape Sarr on the right hand side, and didn't
he was poor when he came on. Actually, I thought.
He's selfish sometimes. Too selfish sometimes.
He's a bit slow with passing it. I mean, if there's something to the game that I want to see changed, it's not so much I want to see change. It's not going to happen until we get the players in. I want to see more the way we're going to play as such, and we're not going to see that until we get injuries back. I want to see what formation he actually intends on using a majority of the time, the style he wants to use. Is he getting forced to play this way because of the players he hasn't got? I could believe that as well. I want to see his actual formation, what we're going to do. Because if he ends up wanting to play 3 at the back, then it's not a left winger we need. If he wants to play a 4-2-2-2 or 4-2-3-1, then we definitely need the left winger. But I don't actually know what his intentions are yet. What he wants to play.
I mean, you know what, though? That's actually quite a good thing, though, Dan. I think Johnny and I were saying before the game that none of us had a fucking clue what formation we were going to play. And like, if we couldn't figure it out, and I thought that I think we caught PSG a little bit napping. I thought that for the first 15-20 minutes, I think that they didn't like us pressing them. I don't think they expected us to play with a back 4. And I don't think they expected us to overload the midfield the way we did. And I actually think that unpredictability actually really yielded some sort of advantage.
No, I do like that.
Having just different options, having a variety, a smorgasbord of tactical pivots.
But every team, that's what I want him to do. That's what I want a manager to do, to be able to adapt. But every team has its main formation it uses, its main style, and then adapts to certain games. I just want to know what his actual main game is. Is he looking at a 3 at the back? Is he looking at this and that? Is it down to the injuries that he's having to play certain ways? I personally think if we're going to play a 4-2-3-1, I wouldn't complain with Kulusevski going next to Palhinha and us getting that left winger as more important, because I think Kulusevski could hold that role.
Dan, can I just say something to you? For someone who's been watching him, I've said this to Sean right from day one. And all the time I've been watching Thomas Frank, and the time at Brentford in the Championship and all the way up into the Premier League. Just when I thought I understood what he was going to do, he did something different. He is not predictable. And you'll find when we start to get the players back, you're not going to see 5-3-2 or 3-4-3 or you're not going to see that. It's going to be dependent on who we're playing. And or what
Johnny, that's a good point, right, about Frank, because what was the original question, Sean? What change would you like to see?
Yeah, what was the
For
what was
me?
the one
I
change
think
that we see this season? I think.
It's a lot of people talk about us needing an identity, and now Frank has had the handbrakes on the team. I think Frank has had the handbrakes on Frank. I think since he's come to Tottenham, he's been so nervous, and I've been a huge advocate of Frank. I wanted us to appoint him actually over Glasner and Iriola. I think he's been so nervous about losing games of football that he's been even more conservative on himself. Tottenham have played in a more conservative way than Brentford did. That man-to-man press that you saw tonight is the way that Brentford were playing for a lot of last season. Really aggressive mid-block, which then transitioned into an aggressive press. And we, in the last few weeks, have gone, regressed and got deeper and deeper and deeper, because I think he's got so worried about that sort of transition to a big club. And losing games. So
basically playing not to lose.
Showed him he needs to get back to being on that sort of more aggressive way of playing.
Well, so for me, the question is why though? That's the question.
Frank actually being Frank.
No, we did well against City early on, so I still do not understand why he changed his approach, since it was working early on. So
I think Bournemouth maybe kind of made him reconsider his approach.
Yeah, but
we got cooked by Bournemouth, right? We tried to apply his style and we got cooked by them, right? So maybe he just thought that this team is not capable of performing that way or something, right? Because when you look at it, we started quite well, then we had the Bournemouth game, then the performances started dipping, and I think he just lost confidence in his first approach, right? As much as I don't like excusing the criticism of the manager with he only played 12 games, he only played 15 games, he only played 10 games, right? I understand that he's learning about the players and the team, right? And maybe he needs to develop a way or re-establish his belief in the approach he had with Brentford, right? Maybe he needs to re-establish that belief that he had in the system, because what I saw today, yes, we lost, but I liked what I saw today, right? I think if you play like that against Fulham or Brighton at home or Brentford at home or teams like that, I think we can seriously punish teams, right? I don't expect us to win against PSG and Arsenal, right? Those are two of the best teams in the world. I understand there is a gap in quality, but the approach today was great. I think the approach and the way we pressed, we came. Basically, we didn't have any complexes coming into that game. I feel like we just decided to go with it, and I liked what I saw today.
Can I just say, just to add to what you're saying, I totally get that, but I think that you can see with Kolo Muani, who I'm a massive fan of, completely changes perspective up front, and his link play. He made Richalison look good. He brought players into the play. He was dragging players away and creating space. If you took Muani out of that team right now, I don't believe that Thomas Frank would have the confidence. I think having Muani there, linking up with the players with the way he did tonight, will give him more confidence to play front foot football. I wasn't even, when Kudos came on as well. I know he came on late as well, but they need to be doing more. I think maybe sat on the bench tonight. I'm hoping it was a kick up the arse that they needed, because I think they thought that there's no way I'm not starting tonight against PSG. Not a chance. That Kudos and Xavi, they both probably thought, we've just been bought for £110 million. There's no way we're not starting. And yet they didn't.
Yeah. Just quickly, I think Percy and Susie have got to say goodbye. Appreciate you guys for coming on.
Guys, I'm going to have to go as well. Guys, lovely seeing you. Sure.
Cheers, Johnny.
Cheers for having us.
Likewise.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
And don't forget, Sean, tomorrow to bring up the Mwani shit quote from for.
Don't worry about that.
Oh,
Don't worry
yeah.
about that. Yeah, I've got that covered, mate.
He's brewing. See you later, guys. Have a good time. Cheers.
Bye-bye.
Johnny.
Have a good
You
night.
know, Sean, one thing I want to bring up, because I think I've been too positive. So just going back to my roots, just like what's bothering me, and it's been for multiple seasons now, our mentality just as a team. When we gave up that second and third goals, heads dropped. And
You know what? The worst goal, though, the worst goal, Eugene, was the fourth goal. Of all
No,
the
but
goals,
like
the
just
fourth goal was
like I would
fucking
expect
terrible.
our veterans, like our senior players, like Porro, like Romero, just say, "Hey guys, let's go." But it's not
Yeah,
even
the
this
head
season.
dropped, the head definitely dropped. The 3-2,
Just
the
our
head dropped.
players are so mentally weak, where it's just like I could tell after that third goal. Yes, it was a mistake, but just the senior players need to pick it up. They need
I
to
hear you
lead.
on that. I hear you on
And the
that.
leadership
That
still isn't there.
corner kick as well. Like there was four Tottenham players. The ball falls from the corner, falls to the floor. There's 4 Tottenham players, and there's 1 PSG player. And the PSG player is a fucking centre back, and he's got more energy, more anticipation, and more sort of spite to go and pop it in than any of the 4 midfielders that were around him. It was like that. At that point, you kind of go, "Come on now, it's sloppy." That second half was that 20-minute period in the second half was super sloppy. FC,
I agree.
you know, Bonnie Blue.
That's where we went. That's where we went Spursy, basically. That's what we did. But at least we turned up for the bloody game against Arsenal. We basically started how we basically let that game go in that 20 minutes. We basically started with Arsenal. I want to see 3 at the back and press. We played 11 at the back with Arsenal from the minute it started. That's the sort of thing you do when you're 1-0 up against PSG and you've got 5 or 10 minutes left. Then you park up that bus. You don't do that from the very start of the game. And that's what we did with Arsenal. At least tonight, you can look at it and say there was some positive.
No, there's loads of positives. So many positives. I don't feel like I'm that scared of PSG. You know, like the 2 performances we put in, I know they're a brilliant team, but I feel like it's almost like our European Man City to a degree, where like you can, you know what I mean? Like you just feel like you can, when you play them, that you're gonna have your moments. Obviously, we've come out of both games. Well, the first game was a draw, technically, wasn't it? Over 90 minutes, but
it's the worry for me, Sean. I mean, you look at Arsenal. You look at Arsenal, we obviously absolutely turned us over. And then they go and beat Bayern 3-1 tonight as well.
I was about to say, Connor, which is scary.
Bayern beat PSG.
Yes.
I mean, it's
Munich were my favourite.
We're all going to have to emigrate.
Yeah, we're gonna round off. We're gonna round off. Been going for 4 hours, so I'm shattered anyway. Connor, absolutely smashed it, mate. Thanks very much for coming on. If you want to jump off now, I'll let the boys plug their channels or whatever else. But or if anyone's got, want to go, okay, cheers, Connor. Appreciate it. See you soon, lads. Any last thoughts, Michael, Dan? Let me get your chat. Let me get your channel down.
with Arsenal, I honestly think we need to prepare our asses for what's going to happen this season. Because I fear they are going to not only win the league. Let's put it that way. They are looking like the best team in the world right now, and it pains me to say that, but the way I look at them play, the way I look at them cook the fuck out of. Not only us, right? But they just cook the shit out of, Bayern. And Bayern are one of the best teams in the world right now. Bayern have been like, what did they go like 18 games on an 18-game win streak at the beginning of the season, right? Without even drawing a single game. And one of the first losses they come up against is Arsenal, and Arsenal were the deserved winners today. So yeah, that's that. But with us again,
they usually destroy Arsenal as well. They usually they're well known against London clubs, isn't they?
I haven't seen any of the football. Did they both go full strength? What was the shape there?
Full strength, and
Arsenal just played them off the block.
It was set up.
Well, you know what? Maybe that's a reason to then think that maybe we're not that bad.
Yeah, but quickly, Sean, because like that's Arsenal, okay, like that's them, right? But with us, as I said, I liked what I saw today. I want to see that again against Fulham. Like that's my priority, because like going away to PSG, where you know that you are going to lose, that vast majority of the fan base with brain won't blame you for losing, right? Like that's a different approach compared to playing Fulham at home, where you should be favorites, right? and then you need to impose yourself on the game. You need to show the home fans that you can play like that at your own ground, right? And in the Premier League. So I really need to see that against Fulham. Like, come on, Frank, you got the formula right now. I want to see Kolomouani start. I want to see Kudus start, Palhinha start, no Bentancur next to Palhinha. Like, hopefully, like maybe Mathys Tel starts or Rodobert or someone like that, right? And just show us that you can press, you can fight, and you can, you know, just give us hope that this season is not going to be as bad as we think it was after Arsenal, right?
Before I go, and I'm going, last thing I want to say, I never thought I would say this ever, but at least we're not Liverpool.
Yeah.
How crazy is that?
4-1 against
I don't
PSG.
know. I mean, who would have had a bet on Jurgen Klopp maybe being sacked this season? I bet his odds were like 1,000 to 1 or something. Madness, absolute madness.
Yeah.
Listen, guys, really, I just want to say massive thank you to Dan, to Eugene, to Michael, to Perchy, to Susie, to Johnny, to Connor. I don't think there's anybody else, was there, that came on? I think that's everybody. We'll say massive thank you. Please get onto the Hotspur Hood right here. Smash the like, smash the subscribe on there. If you are, whilst I've got there's 500 of you still here. I'd love to see it, by the way. Thanks everyone for all the super chats and the support tonight. If any of you are interested in conspiracy stuff, then I've got a fun new channel that's killing it. Me and Eugene.
I've heard.
Who
I
would?
got told about it today.
Get yourself on the rabbit hole ramblings, mate. It's fun. It's fun. It's very much fun. Please subscribe to that. We do it every Tuesday and Friday night. We talk about all sorts of bollocks, but it's hilarious. So please subscribe to that. Eugene, Michael, Dan, thank you so much. Thank you, everybody. Super chats. I think I've done the super chats. This last thing, super chats. They've done that one. Thank you as well for Ada. And we will see you tomorrow for more. Appreciate you all. Like, subscribe, and comment. And as always, come on, you Spurs.